Ding dong. Hi. Hello. Hey y'all. Happy Friday. Hi, it's Friday. Did you know? Are you aware? Cuz I never know what day it is. But hi. Hello. Hello. Sorry, the last stream was had a very abrupt ending. I did explain what happened, but for I guess anyone who may have missed it, I had family coming over like unexpectedly, like visiting. So yeah, I wasn't gonna, be an asshole and be the one. Like, also, I wouldn't feel comfortable streaming while like other people are like hanging out. I guess if it was like, some of my mom's friends or whatever, I feel like it would have been fine. But like, because, they probably wouldn't hear me or something. I don't know. But yeah. So here we are. Here we are. We're gonna be playing some Persona 3 Reload. We're gonna have fun. We're all gonna have fun. Not the Abby Lee Miller quote. Sad. But yeah, we're gonna play some Persona 3 Reload. I think it's gonna be lovely. We're gonna continue not exactly where we left off because we were sort of left at like a not really a cliffhanger, one wouldn't say, but like I basically had to end the stream in the midst of like Tartarus, so like I had no way of like properly saving and doing all that, so we're just gonna have to basically redo that whole day again, which is completely fine by me. I don't know if I'm gonna be mashing up the two VODs because the last one wasn't even 2 hours long. So I don't know if I'll like mash up the two VODs or if I'll just like archive them like this for, for the sake of the archive of the channel. I do wish honestly that I archived everything. But when I first started streaming, my computer, I had a gaming laptop, but it couldn't handle like local recording plus like streaming, to the point where I remember even like AAA games from that era, like Tomb Raider 2013 wasn't like that wild or out there, but I remember even at the time having issues. I forget what it was. I don't know if it was my settings that weren't right or whatever, but I vividly remember I started streaming that, and then at some point, I don't know if I lost a VOD or something happened and I had to like record the rest of the playthrough. I forget what happened. I don't know if I was having issues with the internet. I don't know. But yeah, I do wish I had a lot of that stuff like archived. Thankfully, I started archiving things rather early, so like I still have stuff from 2016, from the year that I started streaming. So as far as that, but there's quite a few things that are missing from my streaming catalog, unfortunately. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, there are people who have like full years missing out of their VODs, and it also sucks that Twitch, I think they still do it. As a default, your VODs don't save, so there's no record of many people's first streams because of that. Like I think my first ever stream was like a test stream, so I don't even know if that counts. But yeah, my very first maybe 2 to 3 streams, there's no records of it. Isn't that wild? Maybe a handful. I don't know. I can't tell you exactly. I can't tell you exactly how many streams were gone. Or I just didn't save, or because I didn't even know. I was like, oh, I guess the VODs just run out. But then I saw at the time, Andrew Arcade, he was one of the few streamers that I've ever followed on Twitch. And I remember he was the first person I saw that had highlights. He would save up his streams as highlights to kind of skirt the system of like, because your VODs don't stay forever, but your highlights do. So I was like, oh, so that's how you do it. So thankfully I caught on pretty early to do that. But still, I didn't do it for every game. There were some games that I was like, oh, this is just I'm just playing Overwatch for like a couple hours, so it's not worth like archiving this. But yeah, I mean, and it probably wasn't. It probably wasn't worth archiving. But I don't know. It's like lost media. You know what I mean? There's so much lost media for like your average streamer, because like there's like a couple streams of mine, I think, that there was like some sort of error on Twitch's end for everybody. So it was like a global thing. So everyone who streamed for like 2 or 3 particular days, or 1 or 2 days or something, their VODs just never actually saved. So if you weren't recording on your end, then that VOD is gone also. It's just like little things like that can happen, like IRL things can happen, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know, the VOD just is expired and you didn't like upload it anywhere, or you didn't save it anywhere, so it's just gone. So yeah, it's unfortunate. I get it, because, you know, I can understand that even just hosting the live feeds of everything that everybody is doing on Twitch is probably a lot to handle. So I can't even imagine, like, they probably need to get rid of everybody's VODs to like have some sort of storage on their end. But you know, if you're not careful about that kind of stuff, you just fully like miss out on your first streams. Because, you know, with like your first YouTube video, like obviously, unless you delete it from your channel instead of unlisting, then, you know, you still have that. Even if you don't show it publicly, you still have it, right? So yeah, but I'm excited to continue this channel's legacy, I suppose, with some Persona 3 Reload. I am very much looking forward to it. I might end up doing a weekend, like on Sunday I might end up streaming Persona 3 again. I don't know, I'm not sure. But just to make up for the fact that one of the streams this week was, you know, had to end early for unforeseen circumstances. So yeah, I do have a save file from whenever we went to Tartarus before I had to end the stream. So it was like roughly an hour into the stream. So I'm basically just gonna have to redo whatever we were up to that time. I think this was a moment where, if I recall correctly, this was we were doing Tartarus, right? And then I think something happened. I don't know if we found something. I don't know what it was, but I remember that we had to come back to the entrance, or we had the ability to do so, and then I did, and so I switched the team. I think that's what it was. So we're gonna bring Yukari, Junpei, and Ken, our sort of like weakest, two of my weakest party members. Yukari is one of my strongest. Well, besides Juicy, she really is my strongest. And we love to see it, honestly, truly. But yeah, it's always nice seeing like family that, you know, basically it was people that from my family that live in another country. So they just like randomly have to sometimes come back to like take care of like stuff here, or just on vacation or whatever, so they usually show up unannounced. But you know, as much as it sucked to like obviously end off the stream that way, you know, it's nice to get a little bit of gossip from what's going on in their lives, catching up with people for a little bit, and then yeah, we can just return to, I guess, life as we know it. Also, why did that not work? Miss Yukari? Oh, maybe it missed. Like, maybe one of them didn't get hit. But no, I think they both did. I don't know why they didn't get downed. Weird. Oh, maybe one of them had like a magic wall. I wasn't paying attention. I was yapping. I was yapping, okay? It happens. Sometimes you're yapping and then you just miss everything that's going on in the game. And then you complain that you missed it or that you don't know what you're doing. But it was your own fault the whole time because you were the one yapping. But, you know, yapping is fundamental, one would say. Some would say reading is fundamental, but I would say yapping is. Especially when you're streaming. You gotta be a little bit of a yapper, I guess, if you'd like to stream on Twitch. But yeah, we went to like a farmer's market yesterday as well, and we ended up walking a ton, so I'm still a little tired today, honestly. Especially from like carrying the bags and stuff. But it's nice because the farmer's market, like you get, obviously I feel like most people I guess would know what a farmer's market is. But like they have like, you know, good stuff, like, you know, bread and pastries that are like, you know, from like a good place, and they have vegetables and stuff that are like from, you know, either local farmers or farmers that travel to these fairs, or to, not fairs, to these markets, and like obviously clothes and stuff like that. So it's nice to, I mean, to me, it's always delicious foods is always the is always the move. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, delicious foods, count me in. I'd like some in my mouth, please. How does it feel in action? Great, actually. Thanks for asking, Fuka-san. I'd like to thank you as well, Juice-san, for letting me on the front lines. I want to get even stronger. We read this last time, but you know, it's a new stream, so I'm gonna read it again. I want to get even stronger so I can help make things easier on everyone else. We'll help you out too.
Yes.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I think that's what I said last time. By the way, Amada-kun, I caught a glimpse of you from behind just now. I think you might have gotten taller. Oh, really? Maybe it's because of all the milk I drink. Is that how that works? Okay, Juice-san, shall we get going? I don't think that's how that works. I don't know. I did drink a lot of milk over the years. I still do. I do drink lactose-free milk. Yes, yes, I do. But you know, I don't know if it. I guess both me and my brother are taller than our parents, so I wonder if there's something to it. Probably not. Probably not. I think what happened with a lot of generations before mine and my brothers is like with my parents' generations and before them is that sometimes like during those pivotal years where they would need to like eat a lot and like, you know, eat a lot of nutritious and delicious things to like for their bodies to grow, you know, a lot of people were poor and they didn't, you know, have all that. So I think it could have stunted a lot of people's growth or something when they were younger. That could have been a thing, because there's definitely a lot of like people out here that like are super tall and their parents are both short, and it's like, oh. that must be it. That's my little theory of what, of how, of why, of how, of where, and way, and how. That's just me. So I don't know if I don't think it has anything to do with milk. But you know. I'm trying not to make a gross joke about milk. So yeah.
It's my turn now.
Gulp, gulp, gulp. That's all. That's all I'll say. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Beautiful. Gotta heal the besties, because they're all in shambles. I would say it's mostly Juicy who's in shambles. But I guess they're all sort of in the trenches right now. You're really testing me, and you really don't have to do all that. I would say it's rather rude for you to do that. Oh, I think it's only going to be me and Amada. Yeah. Because I just noticed Junpei was shocked and Yukari was downed. So there's that. You should heal yourself. Or just like everybody. That works. That works for me.
Thanks. That was close.
You better watch it.
You better watch it. Oh, you pissed her off. Now you should take full responsibility for what you've done by pissing off Yukari. She's the one you don't want to piss off. I feel like most of no, I don't want to send anybody to scout ahead. I feel like I was gonna say most of my party members are pretty chill, but honestly a lot of them are not. Like, you don't want to mess with Mitsuru. I don't think you would want to mess with Yukari. I mean, it would be rather shitty if you messed with Ken or Koromaru, considering one is a child and the other is a dog. But if you mess with them, you're dead, to me specifically. So there's also that. But yeah, I'm not sure. Usually by the time Friday is here, I know I have a vague idea of what I'm gonna do on Sunday. My initial thought, like I said, is to probably stream Persona 3 Reload on Sunday, just to make up for the fact that the last stream was very short. But we'll see. I'm not necessarily in any particular rush to beat any game, so we could spend Sunday's stream alternatively, like maybe building out the list of games that are going to be future playthroughs or something like that, including games that are that would be returning from like all of the playthroughs over the years that have sort of been abandoned. So I feel like I could probably pick a handful. Excuse me. I could probably pick a handful of games from that I would be willing to bring back. Alternatively, I do think it could be interesting to maybe make a list, like on backlog, of those games that like I started but didn't finish on stream, and maybe I can randomly pull from a few of those or something. I'm still not sure the logistics of how I'm gonna go about everything, so if you do have any thoughts, feelings, and suggestions, I'm very open to hearing them as well. because I wouldn't want to just like do stuff that, you know, y'all don't really fuck with. And I do think it could be cute. For example, like let's say I put like Uncharted 3 because we've beat Uncharted 2, and then once we beat Uncharted 3 we can add Uncharted 4 to the list, sort of thing. Like we just sort of unlock, like as we play games from specific franchises, which I think it would be like an obvious thing, but like for example, I don't own Persona 5, but let's say I have Persona 5 and I beat Persona 3 and I already played Persona 4, so that would put Persona 5 on the list or something like that. Or maybe I could have a separate list for like sequels and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. We shall see. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're still in the 70s. You would think, like, I started streaming in 2016, so it's been like 8 years. You would think that in 8 years I would have streamed, well, I've streamed a lot of games, but you would think that within 8 years I would have finished like a shit ton of games. But there's actually way more games that I haven't finished on stream than there are games that I did finish. I talked about it one of the previous streams, but so you know, some of you are probably like, yo, I really heard this before, but there was I think there's over 100 for sure when it comes to games that I did not beat on stream, and I think this is game 70 something. So I do think it would be cute for me to, like, for the future ones to keep track of, like, okay, this is playthrough, this is game number 80 or 90, and then like have like special like milestones for like game 100 is like, you know, maybe a replay or a remastered of a game that I grew up with, or you know, like something special, you know. So we shall see. I definitely get inspired by watching other streamers and be like, oh my god, they have a really cool system going on. So I feel like I could do something that's sort of adapted to how, you know, I would like to run things on my end, or how I would like to do it, like my own version, right? Because I do think it could be cool to have like a list of like sequels of games that, like, you know, like I said, that we unlock through playing a particular game. Like, let's say I play Borderlands or I play Mass Effect or something like that, and so when I beat and maybe enjoy one of those games, I can be like, okay, let's add 2, let's add 3, let's add 4, whatever you know, the direct sequels are. Like Devil May Cry and Borderlands and BioShock and Mass Effect. There's a lot of games that I haven't played that I actually also own. So I really would love to get on those. Like this year specifically was really cool to finally say that I've played like Shenmue, because I really liked it. I thought the game was so like awkward and like odd and, you know, different, but I thought it was like such a cool, I almost saw it as like a cool piece of history in a way. Does that make sense? Because I was sort of like, wow, like, especially like some people came in and they said that like you could say that Shenmue sort of opened the doors for like other games like that to like Yakuza and stuff like that to happen. So I was like, oh, that's actually really neat. That's a really cool way of looking at it. And so I was really curious about it, you know. So one day I just bought it on sale, and I was very happy to finally stream it, you know. And then I got very excited about Shenmue 2. So there's gonna be quite a few There's gonna be quite a few sequels on the list, so I still don't know. I also don't know how I'm gonna tackle stuff like Final Fantasy. Like, do I put because I already played Final Fantasy 1. I don't know if I've beaten it on stream or not, but I definitely beaten Final Fantasy 1 at least twice in my life. So I don't think I would be doing that on stream. But for example, like I basically own every Final Fantasy. The only one I don't own and I'm not really interested in owning is 16. Because of you know, well, and 14, 11 I also don't own those. Those are MMOs, but you know, they definitely count as part of the franchise. It is really weird to me. I don't know if it's weird to anybody else, but it's weird to me that the MMOs are part of the like numbered series, because to me you would think like they would just name like instead of Final Fantasy 11 they would have just been like Final Fantasy Online. But I think for them, what I assume happened was, from a marketing perspective, it was like, oh, if we say it's Final Fantasy 11, then people who are fans of Final Fantasy 10, which turns out there's a lot of them. Turns out Final Fantasy 10 has a lot of fans. So I think they wanted to ride the wave of like, oh, Final Fantasy 10 has a lot of fans, so let's bring those fans into 11. And because it was called Final Fantasy 11 Online, but I think it was called that anyways. But yeah. Hey, Cash Money, that money. I noticed that you also subscribe to my VODs channel, and I really appreciate that. I was as I upload VODs and, you know, watch out for the comments and stuff like that, I did see you on there, and I was like, oh my god, it's Cash. So thank you. It's weird, and it threw me off as a child. It did to me as well. Also because I didn't, like, I was aware of MMOs, but I didn't understand, like, playing them on my PlayStation. Like, at the time I was like, wait, what? Because I came off of having a PS1, obviously, and I was like, wait, you can play games on the PS2? You can play games. You can play games online on PS2? I was like, wait, what? And I have a feeling I tried to do something online once on my PS2 with like the Ethernet cable and everything, and it just fully didn't work. So I don't know what happened. But yeah. It threw me off. I had a friend the only person I ever knew in person who got into, obviously besides RuneScape, I feel like that game sort of was for everybody. But I had one friend in school who had what was it, Guild Wars. I think it was Guild Wars. It was the first MMO that I've ever come across that was like a paid subscription. And I remember thinking, there's no way in hell that I can convince my parents to like not only buy me a game, which was always like a challenge, but to buy me a game that they would have to continuously pay for. I was like, ooh, that's not gonna happen. I was like, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, a friend of mine in school was like obsessed with Guild Wars, and I think nobody else played with him because nobody else like wanted to pay like the subscription or whatever. So yeah, it was sad for him, I guess. No, definitely no. Like anything, especially buying things online, there was no way in hell my parents would like let me use their card for any purpose. There's no way in hell. Like I remember I had friends that they played Habbo Hotel and stuff like that. Is it Habbo? I don't know how to say that. It's one of those that I've never heard anyone pronounce it. But do you remember that game? It was, I don't know if it was much, I guess it was a little bit of a game, but it was like a social game sort of. It was almost like Simsy. And I remember I had a friend who had like I don't know if they used their parents' card with their consent or without their consent. I have no idea, but I remember they had paid things that weren't for free in the video game. And I remember being like, wow, my parents would never. My parents would never. And most parents at the time didn't, honestly. Like nowadays it's like with Fortnite and Roblox and stuff like that, like a lot of the parents do spend money on stuff like that, but back then, like, it was such a big no-no, at least in my circle, friend group, like where I live. Nobody was like using their parents' credit card or, you know, debit card for like anything. So like me, for example, buying music for the first time was like when I got my first job. And like that's when I finally bought music. That's when I finally bought like Minecraft and like, you know, obviously games online. I think my brother sort of opened the doors for that, because he would use like PlayStation, like this is during the PS3 era, and then he would buy like games on eBay and stuff like that, but my parents were not on board for stuff like that. But my brother obviously used his own money and stuff like that, so they, you know, it wasn't, either way, it didn't involve my parents. So when it came to me getting my hands on like a game online or something like that, it had to be with my own money. There was no way in hell my parents were getting involved. Definitely wasn't happening for me. No. You're a big 10 fan? Oh my god, I love FF10. I've been mildly, every once in a while I'm like, what if I replay it? I don't know if it would be on stream or off stream, but a part of me is like, ugh, I kind of miss FF10, because sometimes I come across people streaming it for the first time and stuff like that, and I'm like, ugh, I loved Final Fantasy X. And 10-2. 10-2 was a vibe. The story wasn't as strong, but the game was still fun. I don't know if I don't even, like, at the time, I feel like at Final Fantasy 11, I never saw it, like, I feel like I never saw it on the shelves. But it had a lot of expansions and stuff like that. So it was obviously, I mean, it's still around. It's still around, so obviously it's still profitable enough, right?
Hey, doesn't that test look...
You hope they remake it like they did 7. Honestly, they might.
Two enemies.
I always say that, like, the Final Fantasy game that needs a remake the most is probably, like, 8. Because, like, Final Fantasy 8 has, like, it's, like, good. I love it. It's like, it was my first Final Fantasy game, so I love it with all my heart. But, like, it's a game that definitely could use, like, a remake, right? It's a game that had potential, but, like, it kind of, you know, for some people it fell apart by the end. And I get it. Toward, like, the last couple discs aren't as strong. I get it. It feels like it ends sort of like abruptly, I guess. But I loved it. And so that's probably the game that out of the series it probably needs a remake the most, because most games in the series had a remake. Obviously 1 and 2 haven't, but 3 and 4 had a DS remake. 5 and 6 haven't. Well, basically every other game hasn't had one, I guess. It's only been 3, 4, and 7 that has gotten remakes. But realistically, I think next one is going to be 9 and then 10. Like, popularity-wise, I feel like 9 and 10 are probably one that I can imagine a general public being interested in seeing that. Because, like, they obviously want to sell a lot of copies of those games, and they obviously want to go for the games that like, oh yeah, we're remaking your favorite games, and not necessarily the ones that like we're remaking a game that you hated as a kid. You know what I mean? That, or like a game that has mixed reviews or whatever. You know, they want to go for. I would assume they would want to go for games that are like
Sometimes it's better to take action instead of overthinking,
more of a safe
right?
bet. You know. Oh, I never played Fable. I saw you mentioned you played Fable online. I played I got into a lot of like those random MMOs that like those free ones, like, but I would play them for like maybe a couple weeks and then I would stop. There was one that kind of I stuck with for a little bit. It was, I think it was called Atlantica Online, and it was the only
Pull the trigger.
one of those online games that had like a turn-based system. So it was very interesting how that one played, and I really liked it. But I remember I didn't stick with it for a super long time. There was a game that I was obsessed with called S4 League. It was basically like it's hard to describe it. It's a multiplayer game. But it's not really a shooter, I guess. But it kind of is. So it's like a third person. It was like a third person. They had like a deathmatch mode, and they had a mode that was like, that basically played like football or soccer if you're American. I mean, it was basically capture the flag, but it was kind of stylized as like, oh, there's an orb in the center of the ring, and you have to grab it and take it to your... No, you have to score. You have to score in your enemy's base. So every character, there was like a defender. There was one that was supposed to be faster. Like there was... I mean, it was the same character because you customize your own character, but it was like...
Fully explored now. Good work, everyone. Okay. Time to
They had
move on.
different like weapons and stuff like that. But I remember that game being so fierce. I think it was mostly EU. I think it had mostly an EU audience at the time. But I loved it.
Kariana, knock one down. In this situation, I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time. I'll leave
Let's
it
try ice on that one. So yeah, I kind of played around with like a lot of those free games back in the day, cause like also like free games back in the day, they had like paid cosmetics and paid things, but it was still like a full playable game. You know what I mean? It wasn't like now where like it's like super predatory and like you open the game and you're flooded with like banners and shit for you to click on or accidentally click on, or for you to be bombarded with like a, you know, season pass and whatever. So it was very different back then to like play like a free game, because it was genuinely free, you know. Yeah, honestly I would cry if Final Fantasy VIII got a remake, because it's my favorite Final Fantasy. I love the story in it. Like I love Squall's like character progression throughout. I think it would be really neat, like if a Final Fantasy VIII remake happened, to see more of Laguna's side of the story. It would be really cool to see like other characters' stories, you know what I mean? Like side stories and stuff like that, with like Zell and Irvine and Selphie and stuff like that, and kind of see like their own individual arcs sort of happening. I think that would be really cool. Also, the fact that the game takes place in a school and it's one of the worst games at teaching you how the mechanics work, it's really funny to me. Because I'm like, what do you mean the game takes place in a school, in a military school, and y'all can't like properly teach how to do things. I feel like they I think I talked about this in a previous stream, but I remember like sort of coming to this conclusion like midst stream, where like, why didn't they like introduce the game as like you're in class, and then you learn how to battle in class, you know what I mean? And they just teach you how to battle from class, because, you know, you're going to a military school, so why wouldn't they weave that into the story? Like, you know what I mean? And like give you the player experience of like you're a new student here or whatever. Or maybe they show you, or like maybe you play as Baby Squall in the beginning, right? Like learning like how to fight and stuff like that, and then you see him grow up as the tutorial takes place. Oh, that would have been kind of cute, actually. Wait, my mind. Like, it's like Squall over the years as you're learning how to like fight, and then by the time we get to present day, he's like slaying, you know what I mean? Hire me. At Square Enix, hire me. I clearly know what's the best course of action for this remake. Oh my god, the card game, Triple Triad, amazing. I would always get so angry when they changed to like a fucked up rule. I would always get so upset with like those like fucked up rules with like same and plus and double and all this shit. I was like, what? No. I just want a regular match. Wait, I thought y'all were weak against those. Yeah, that's annoying. And then I learned that you can play the card game in Final Fantasy XIV, and so one time I had a free trial, and I spent the whole trial, not the whole trial, but a portion of that trial, I guess, playing the card game. It's just too good, honestly. Triple Triad as a card game, I don't know what they're doing. They need to be releasing that as its like own standalone game. Like, could you imagine a free-to-play, honestly, not even free-to-play, like a regular play, a regular slay, some would say, of Triple Triad. I feel like people would pay for it, especially if it had like a cunty little story mode or something. I don't know. I feel like they could figure something out. I'm not paid to come up with ideas, but I could. I could. But I think they said something like they're more interested in like making less games, but making sure that the games that they're making are like big hits, which makes sense, honestly. But you know, I do think like a Triple Triad game would be fun. Would be fun. A mindful bag. Well, yes. I wouldn't want a demure paycheck, but maybe a cutesy paycheck. Maybe a cutesy and demure check would do the job. Me being one of those people that are like talking as if they know any better than like all these people that work in gaming, like in the gaming industry. Me being like, yeah, I have so many good ideas. Why doesn't anybody do that? I'm just like such a genius. As if they don't know what they're doing.
Doing pretty well.
But honestly, sometimes based off of some interviews and stuff like that, like, oh, we really had to fight to get this feature in the game, and then it's like you learn about it. It's like, oh, that's the best feature of the game. Why did they have to fight to get it in? You know what I mean? Like, or like it happens in music as well. Like, I think Sabrina said like, oh, my label didn't believe in espresso. Song of the summer. One of the most streamed songs of the year.
I'm still setting up.
So do they know what they're doing?
In this situation.
Maybe not. But I guess that would be a little different than, you know.
Keep it together.
I've already scanned
Oh,
those
you're
songs.
weak against that.
Now. Easy does it.
The enemy's been taken out. Great job, Amada-kun.
Leader, it's all yours.
But I guess there is a chance that there could be a lot of corporate bullshit in a lot of these
It'll take a little more time.
companies. That we just happen to not like be super aware of. A moderate heal, very mindful, very cutesy. See how we're not healing too much of our team. See how we're not spending too much SP to get the healing that we need done. Exactly. We're not like other girls who overdo their healing and then end up with no SP left in their inventory. No, no, no. We're mindful over here.
Now's the time.
Very cutesy with our SP spendings.
Just one left.
One enemy eliminated.
I fucking hate these bitches that have no weaknesses. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't have a weakness? Everyone has a weakness. Oh, I finally watched the Hunger Games Ballad of the Birds and the Snakes, and it's the prequel. It's the one about Snow. I guess Snow's
Push yourselves too hard.
backstory. I
Call
guess
it quits.
like the first Hunger Games. It was neat. I liked it. Mama Ruby had wanted to see it for a minute. So I finally made that happen.
That will take us to the end.
Cause she like read the books and everything, so she was like, oh, like she was on the know as things were happening. She was like, yeah, I know that. Yeah, of course. She was what? Very mindful of the story. Sometimes too mindful and too loud about being mindful about it. Sometimes I was like, hey, can you not like hint at anything that's going to happen? I was like, hey, I haven't not read the book. She was like, oh yeah, of course. But it was nice. But she was like, the book was better. Like, she didn't say it like that, but she was like, you know, it's just the book is a different experience. And I was like, right. Right, of course.
Could it be?
This signal, this movement, the gritty shadows closing in on you. Greed eye. Oh my god, ew. Please. There it goes again. I think we'd get a really nice haul if we could defeat it. Would you like to chase it down? Mr. Sticky Fingers stole our loot. We need to straighten him out. Let's chase the thing down. Understood. Our target is fleeing at breakneck speed. You'll need to track it down quickly. Oh, I love this. There it is. Please chase it. It's so fast that I lost its reading. Which way could it have gone? Let's go to the left. We went to the right a lot when this first happened to us. But you're slowly catching up to the shadow. Hang in there. Okay, work. We'll try to the right. This is fun. The shadow's slowing down. Just a little more to go. Don't give up. We'll try left again. Considering how far we've come, we have to catch up to it. This is the last one. Last one is left. I know it in my heart, and I'm probably wrong. The shadow movement has stopped. It seems it hit a dead end. Let's hurry. Just keep going straight. Keep going what? What if I don't want to go straight? What if I want to go gay?
All right.
Now, it's in your hands, everyone. It's in your hands. I see you, Fuka. Got him. You ain't going anywhere, pal. Work.
Time for bed.
Shadow, do your best to take it down.
This one is so silly. Look at it being so silly. Such a silly goose. What a silly goose. Are you a silly goose?
Will this work?
Such a silly goose. Or I guess a silly hand. Tatiana, see me with them hands. See me with them hands. Oh, okay. Rude.
Can I scan on this enemy?
Not only can you scan them, you also should scan them. Not only are you allowed to do so, you're also obliged to do it. Yeah. I was gonna say, I would say I don't make the rules, but I am the leader. Yeah, so I do make the rules. So yeah, I do make the rules. Ding dong. 1997. Very close to my birthday. But not quite. Or birth year, I guess.
You hit a weakness. Keep it up, Amada-kun.
I was born in 94. I guess it's not that close. I guess it's not that close.
That's a win for the team. Good job, everyone.
But you know. It's close enough.
Amazing.
Ooh. Excuse me. Greedy Shadow defeated. Nice job. We managed to recover the treasure it was hoarding too. Money.
All right.
We did it. You know, chasing it was kind of fun. At least I now have a full grasp of this floor's layout thanks to us chasing it down. I'll guide you to the stairs. Very convenient. Very mindful. Well, that was a lucky find, wasn't it? Now that that's settled, shall we get back to exploring? I mean, I guess since there's no more treasures, I suppose I shall keep on keeping on. I would like that treasure, please. Please. Give it to me, Rachel, please. Rachel. Give it to me, Rachel.
Pull the trigger.
Well, well, well. Ooh, inflicted with shock. I know, that's right.
Charm.
Keep
Do
it
you have a
together.
skill for it?
Just watch.
Oh, AJ, you're gonna need... AJ? Why did I call you AJ? Where did AJ come from?
I've already scanned this one.
Where did I get AJ from? Hello?
Now.
Ken. Oh, AJ was the little kid in The Walking Dead. So I think that's what it was.
Or an electric shock.
I think that's where I got. I think that's where I got that from. Maybe. I don't know.
One fewer enemy. Keep it up, Suzuki.
Loved the Walking Dead video game series. It was very fierce. Very gross too. They were not very mindful of the sensitive audience. I'm the sensitive audience. I'm the boom boom sensitivity. That game series is very gross. Also very emotional. I cried. I cried a lot playing the first and the last seasons.
Nice reflexes, Yukari-chan.
For I'm not gonna say anything any further. But I cried. Yeah, first season and last season. I'm talking about the video games, not the TV series. Fuck the TV series. No, it was fine. The TV series I just didn't watch all of it. I started watching it at the hospital, which probably wasn't the best idea. But I started watching it. I did a heart thing. It wasn't like surgery, but it was like a thing where they burn off like things in your heart that make it go faster than it needs to or something. So I at the time neither of my parents had a tablet, so I just brought my PSP. I think that's what I did. I think I brought in my PS. It was either my PSP or my phone. I just watched it on my phone or something. I don't think it was my Switch, no. Because this was a long time ago, so it must have been my PSP. And so I just like put in like maybe a handful of the Walking Dead episodes in there.
Strong.
Something about me getting surgery and starting new series when I'm at the hospital. Something about that.
Let's finish it. Here we go.
I was not expecting it to be as horny as it was, because I remember, especially maybe the first few episodes were rather horny.
My persona's ready.
There's a lot of making out in the apocalypse. Turns out there's a lot of sucking and fucking at the apocalypse, which is wild because everyone's like, shh, be quiet, shh, let's be careful with the walkers and all this stuff. Meanwhile, there's someone getting their back blown out. Just being like, oh, like, oh, not very mindful of the walkers. Anyway,
Yukari-chan's down. She's in trouble.
zombies just aren't very demure either. Like, they're not demure, they're not mindful, they're always like yelling and
Now's the time.
it's not cute.
There's the
Displaced emotions, not mindful, not demure. Exactly.
I'll end this.
You're right, and you should say it. Wait, it's weak against wind? Oh, it is. What are we doing?
Can I use this? Now's our time.
Not being aware of the enemy's weakness, not very demure, not very mindful, not very cutesy. Seeing jewels everywhere is fucking wild to me. Like, I literally scroll like over this past week alone, I've seen her do like a Netflix promo. I've seen her do oh my god, what was it? It was Netflix. It was another thing. Like I saw her do like maybe 3 different like brand deals within like a week, and I was like, work. It was so cunty. Revives one fallen ally with 50%. Revives one fallen ally with full HP. It was Verizon, yes. It was Verizon, yes. I didn't watch it, but I just saw it on my timeline. I was like, work. Work. I think I don't know if it was only for the promo, but she was like, they made like a tab on Netflix for like demure and mindful, or demure and cutesy. It was something like that. I was like, okay, Netflix, you might be kind of rotted, but you kind of ate with that. It was hilarious, of course. Of course. She was hilarious as well when she went to... There was a talk show host that RuPaul was subbing in for. And she was like she wasn't like a proper guest. Like, she didn't get to sit down on the couch and talk, like do an interview or whatever. But they had a little segment in the beginning when they usually do like a stand-up bit or whatever. That's when she popped up and they had like a little moment. Oh, this is pissing me off. What the fuck am I supposed to pick here? Ooh, I hate it here. All of these are good. Medium electric is good. Heavy light is good. Medium light to all is good. Nullify stat buffs for all foes. Very good. Erect a barrier for one ally that repels one physical attack. Very juicy. Erect a barrier for one ally that repels one magic attack. Very juicy. Moderately restores party's HP. Very juicy. And revives one fallen ally with full HP. Extremely juicy. So what the fuck am I supposed to replace this with? Deals heavy damage. That would also be very nice. Very juicy. Very scrumptious. I guess my only logic for this is getting rid of Zionga, because it's only medium damage. And this is heavy damage, and we already have Juicy that can do electricity. And Ken also has the light damage, so I'll do that instead. Okay, I guess we can get a... Oh, it's gonna be a problem when he levels up again. It's gonna be a problem when he levels up again. Yes, Jimmy Kimmel. Yes, that's what it was. Ooh, wait, it's time for a very mindful break. See how I'm taking a break after an hour and not running myself to the ground? Very mindful, very cutesy. See how I have a BRB screen with lovely music playing? Very cutesy. Alright, go grab a snack, go grab a drink, and I'll see you after a very short yet juicy mindful ad break. Ooh. Ding dong. I hope you didn't miss me too much. I was taking a break because being so demure and so mindful takes so much out of me. Welcome on back, y'all. Thank you for awaiting. I will make sure that your wait was worthwhile. I don't know how exactly I'm gonna do that, but you know, I'll probably think of something. But how was your week, everyone? I hope you had a lovely week. If you didn't have a lovely week, what happened? What is on your mind? What are you concerned with? Also, is there like any gossip? Like any juicy gossip or something? You know, just like out of curiosity. Cause I'm always down for some juicy like work gossip or like something, you know, just anything really. Just anything really. I want to hear it all.
That's it. Enemy down. I'll end this.
Oh, of course.
Let's fit.
Now he doesn't have electricity anymore, so we gotta pass that along to Juice over here. I got worried for a split second. I was like, wait, does Juicy also not have any electric personas? That would be very concerning. But I have nothing to worry with. Worry about. Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, my week honestly has been rather chill.
Team up with everyone.
Trying to do a bit more walking, like getting out of the house and going places. Like on Tuesday, I went with Mama Ruby to a mall that we hadn't been to in a while, and we had Subway, which I also hadn't had in a very long time actually. And the last time I did, the workers were so rude. So I was like, okay, let's give it a glance at Subway. And this, oh, it was so good. I got what did I get? I got something barbecue. And they recommended the sauces.
I bet we'll find something good in there.
I think it was like honey mustard, and they put something else.
You got the advantage.
I put in like some
To be effective.
like red onions, some lettuce. Either way, it ended up juicy.
Knock one down.
Yes. Hurry, knock one down. Life doesn't seem to be effective.
Fire.
Ready to roll. Hell yeah. Let's do this.
And then Mama Ruby got the teriyaki. And very nice, very juicy. We got the big ones, because I was like, I don't know, I think the smaller ones might be fine. But I was like, I'm not sure if it might be too much. And the employee was like, but what if it's too little? And I was like, wait, you're onto something. It ended up being too big. So me and Mama Ruby basically had half of ours, and then we were gonna eat, like we were gonna like give the other half to the other, so that we would eat two of the, like, you know, we would eat two different sandwiches, I guess, in one sitting. But we ended up being, I think I ate 1.5 basically, and then I was like, "Ooh, that might be too much." I got 2 cookies, which were lovely.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
But I ended up having the other halves when we got home, like a few hours later, and it was still lovely, honestly. That was a lot of Subway I ended up eating, but it was good. What can I say? It was a Subway filled day, which was very honestly lovely, and my friend Passion would be very proud of me because she's the Subway queen. There aren't any enemies on this floor, but there is a teleporter. The strong presence awaits us on the next floor. How about stopping here for now? That's a great idea, actually. Yeah, we only, like, honestly, we don't have that many Subways here, at least where I live. We don't have that many of them. But it was good. It was good. One of the other times I went to Subway, the employee there was kind of bitchy. And so I didn't end up having the best experience. But I don't know. I feel like they must have changed some things about it too, because I don't know. It just hit right. I don't know. But I'm kind of, my mouth is sort of watering as I think of it. Did I save? I did. Double the save, double the safety. And saving the video game that you're playing, very mindful. Very cutesy.
Good evening.
Oh, it's the demon kid again. I don't know if he's a demon.
It'll
He's
be
like,
full moon again in just another week.
he's just like a ghostly demon paralysis moment. So I guess that's kind of demonic.
Finally, this will be the 12th ordeal.
The 12th ordeal. Wait a minute. It's a clock. The dark hour. There's 12. Well, there's 24 hours, but there's 12. There's 12 things in a clock. Wait, my brain. My brain doesn't fit all of my tiny head. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like they've been advertising this as the last moment, but I don't know.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
can't
I was
tell
born
if the
ready.
time's been at a crawl or flying on by. But either way, a lot's happened.
A lot has happened, yes.
It's a bit soon to be reminiscing, though.
Yeah, especially because I will only believe it's the end when the credits roll. And even then, the game might be right. Haha, just kidding. There's actually more stuff after the credits. So, like, I don't want
I
to...
thought I'd come see you once it's over.
I don't want to... What's the expression? Like, I don't want to count my eggs before they hatch, or before the chickens, or I don't want to count my chickens before my... What is it? I don't want to count. something. I don't want to count chickens or eggs. So I'll wait until I see the chickens. Sure. You know what? I don't have a choice, do I?
Now?
I didn't have a choice. So you're just gonna... Yep. You're just gonna spawn in my room again for no reason. Well, I guess maybe there is a reason. What is the reason? Yes, before they hatch. So we don't want to. I don't want to count my eggs before they hatch. Is that it? Is that? Are you fucking with me? What is it? What's the expression? What do I want to do on this day? We could hang out with Hidetoshi, Keisuke, or Yuko. Or also Mamoru, or also Maiko. I don't really care for the Maiko storyline, to be honest. Mamoru is kind of a character that was introduced a bit later. So I think I'm just gonna do... I don't know. I don't really care about most of these people. Keisuke, painting buddy. That sounds gay. Get this, the kids finally raced against those 6th graders. They want to tell me how they did, so will you come with me? Work related. No, I don't want to work. I'm in school. You got the expression right? Okay, thank you. But I don't want to count the eggs before they hatch. But like but so it's like they don't want to count the chicken. They don't want to say like, oh, I have 5 chickens coming up before the eggs hatch. Said chickens. Is that like why? Is that the origin story? Let's do art. It's the art room. I feel like we can grow closer thanks to the fortune persona Clotho. I might grow closer to Hiraga soon. Let's do that. I'll spend time after school at the art club. It took me so long to finally be able to join the art club, so I will be going. I will be attending. The scratching of pencils echoes throughout the art room.
Hey, sorry, but I need your advice again.
Oh, what happened? What is it?
Let's meet up after art club like we did the other day.
All right. I'm just like so mindful that everyone wants my advice. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, what's the demure
Tell anyone else
way
that
out of
so
this? And I'm like, well, let me tell you.
I'm still torn on studying abroad.
And why is that?
My dad's trying to make all my decisions for me.
So you want to make the choices for
Chose the
yourself.
school I'd go to, the dorm I'd live in. He even bought my plane ticket already.
Oh, that man is so confusing because he went from, no, you're not going to that school unless you win an award. And then he came in later like, hey, I'm winning an award. So he's like, oh my God, okay, so I bought you this plane ticket. I chose the school already. I already chose where you're going to live, what you're going to do, what you're going to eat. And he's like, wait, what?
And I haven't actually agreed to go through with it yet either.
Oh, well, sounds like y'all need to communicate a little better.
He's been like this ever since we argued about the art club.
Oh, I think he's trying to make it up to him. Like, oh, I was an asshole. Sorry about
It's
that.
like he's suddenly trying to be more understanding. It's weird.
At least he's trying, girl. Don't you like art? Don't you like to paint?
It's not that I don't like it. It's just,
Uh-huh. What is it?
it's the uncertainty of it all. Painting doesn't feel as fun anymore.
Damn. Of course, the second he gets the opportunity to pursue that, he's like, I don't know. That doesn't seem as fun. But like, is being a doc? Does medical school sound more fun? Because I don't know. I don't know about that. Because here's the thing. Painting, fun. Coughing and doctor things, needles and open heart surgery, not fun. Very helpful, very important, but not very demure, not very mindful of fun.
Not to mention, I might never be a doctor.
You know, you also don't have to be a doctor or a painter. You can just literally do anything else.
My teachers, my friends, and especially you. Everyone's been so supportive.
Of course, I'm the most mindful and demure friend you could
And
have.
I know what you must be thinking. A chance to study abroad? What an opportunity.
Well, yes.
Sorry. It seems like all I ever do is complain.
He's like, I know, so unrelatable. Sorry about that.
But I always feel a lot better after talking to you. So thanks.
Cool. So one thing about Juicy, he honestly, Juicy probably should go to medical school. He should probably become a psychiatrist. He's like, wait, everyone in school treats me as their psychiatrist, so I might as well do that for a living. Juicy is like, wait, I'm like really good at giving people advice. Seems like Hiraga trusts me. I feel like we're becoming better friends. Girl, he just wants someone to vent to. That's what we are.
Now I don't even know what I really want to do.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. It's like I'm getting back to that time where like everyone's on edge and everyone's like, oh my God, we have to figure out what we want to do. Oh my God, we have to figure out what we're going to do, what school we're going to go to, or if we're going to go like, or if we're going to go get a job, or like that stress that I feel like most people feel all of a sudden in high school. Excuse me, in high school of like, oh my God, what's next? What are we going to do next? Oh my God. And it's like, and then even like if your family and your friends are supportive, it's still like overwhelming, because it's like, but what if I get into this school, and what if I hate it, and what if I try to pursue that thing as a job, and then I hate that, and then what, it's like so overwhelming. And so like, yeah, because I think a lot of schooling is very broad to kind of like, keep your options open. But once you get to like, even I guess middle school, like there's some high schools that are already pretty specialized in like, okay, do you want to do journalism? Do you want to do do you want to work in IT? Do you want to work in tourism? Do you want to work in like the food industry? Or like, do you want to, like, so there's a lot of things that are rather specialized already in high school. And I remember in middle school, I don't even remember, because I feel like we filled out like those like I feel like we tried to do one of those things to like see what our like, is it aptitude is like, kind of like it's like a lot of questions of like, do you like this, do you like that, like do you imagine yourself working with animals, do you imagine whatever. And I remember that being so overwhelming, like I don't know what I want to do. I don't even remember what I got out of that. I don't even, was like journalism one of the options? It may have been, actually. I don't remember. But I just remember being so overwhelmed by like, oh my god, I have no idea. And so a lot of people end up going to like a pretty broad, like, let's just go to like a, let's do a normal high school experience. But even over here, you have to pick if you want to do like sort of like literature, or if you want to do like arts, or if you want to do like science and maths. So you still have to narrow it down slightly, but it's so overwhelming to do that. And then, people like 1 or 2 years in, they're like, ooh, I don't like this, so let me transfer. And then, they have to go to another school, and then they have to basically start from scratch in some classes and stuff like that. So it's a mess. And then having to do that again for university, it's like, ugh, I hated it. I hated it. Thankfully, I never transferred. I never had to do any of that, because I just sort of stuck with it, even though I didn't pursue it in like for university. I didn't pursue anything. I didn't go to university. But yeah, and all of a sudden you're 30 and you're like, shit. I've hated all of the jobs that I've ever had, and I don't know how to pivot to something that I would like. So it's tough. It's tough out there. And now I stream on Twitch and occasionally get a payout out of it. Anyway.
In times like this, I turn to the heavens.
Oh, you're a religious girly.
I have to head to the bookstore. You can go on without me. I'm buying a fortune-telling book and reading the whole thing in one night.
Or that. Or that. I thought he was like, I'm gonna go pray and see if the gods will tell me what I need to know. But no, just a fortune-telling book. Okay. That's fair. I mean, that's no different than the type of people that like, I have a tarot deck, for example, but there's people who are like, I don't know what to do. They pull out their deck and they're like, okay, let's see. Okay, I'll do this. So I guess that's not that much different than that. I parted ways with Hiraga and I went back to the dorm. I sure did. After a long day of being very mindful and very demure, we found a box on the counter. Looks like the product I ordered through the shopping program on TV has arrived. Let's see what's inside. Oh yeah, the pumpkin mask. I forgot that I ordered that. Hello there, welcome back. If you don't mind, there's something I'd like to ask of you. It's about Aragaki-kun's room. I can't bear leaving it as it is. Could I ask you to organize his remaining belongings? He had no relatives to pass anything on to and didn't have many possessions in the first place. His room will be cleaned out by staff next month. So if you could do what you can before October 31st. I'm sure it will be tough, but I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Why don't you ask like literally his best friend? Why'd you ask me to go through his belongings? There's people here that have a bigger history with him. You know what I mean? But I can do that. I guess we'll talk to everyone first. The team's morale seems to be high. Yes, that's very good. I will be looking forward to celebrating our victory. We'll see about that. Can I help you? The operation was a success, but the lost numbers haven't gone down at all. But we're almost done. Peace will return to this city soon. I need to prepare myself for our final battle. I don't know. I feel like they're trying to convince me this is the final battle, but I don't believe it. No matter how much you prepare for something, doing it for real is always a little nerve-wracking, isn't it? How about you, Juice-san? Do you feel nervous in the slightest? I'm pretty nervous, I guess. I guess even you feel the pressure, Juice-san. I feel the same way when I think about the Dark Hour disappearing. Girl, the Dark Hour disappearing is a good thing, actually.
By the way,
Do you think Koro-chan knows that this next operation will be our last? I think he does, because I guess everybody has been saying it over and over again. So do I. Koro-chan is really smart, and they say animals have good instincts. Who's this they-them who's saying shit? Koromaru is freaking awesome, dude. He's not afraid of fighting, even though he's so small. Alright, the next shadow I take down is dedicated to Koromaru. Precious boy Koromaru, we all love him so much. The room where Aragaki used to live now is empty. Come to think of it, Ikutsuki asked me to sort the items that Aragaki left behind. The door doesn't seem to be locked. Let's do it. What if he's alive in there? Could you imagine? Could you imagine I came in here and he was like, surprise, bitch. Oh, I hate that. There's a simple desk. One on the floor. There is a card. It's not on the floor. There's a cardboard box. Aragaki's belongings are inside the box. Oh shit. We literally got his belongings. The desk drawer is slightly ajar. Open it. I found a familiar looking envelope inside the drawer. Inside the envelope is a singular piece of paper. It's a document with the following written on it. Reinstatement form, Mr. Principal, Gekukan High School. It appears to be the school reinstatement form Mitsuru asked me to give him. The date and reason are blank, but there is a signature that looks like Aragaki's handwriting. Is someone there? Yeah.
Oh, it's you.
That would be me, yeah.
Sorry for surprising you. I had a feeling someone was in here, so...
What do you mean you had a feeling? You just overheard the fucking headmaster telling me to go. And she's like, I just had a feeling. I didn't like overhear your conversation at all, because that would be rude to like, you know, eavesdrop. But I just had it's my intuition, you know.
What's that?
Well, it's the it's the form.
Did you find this?
Well, yes. Yes.
I see. He made a habit of not leaving behind any personal belongings. I have no idea when he filled out this form to return to school, or whether he even planned to hand it in. But I think this is proof that he was thinking about the promise we made.
I'm sure it is.
Yes. He was so against it, and yet he still left this for us. I should show Akihiko. Or... actually, maybe I shouldn't. He probably wouldn't approve.
Why not?
Let's just keep this between us for now.
Ooh, secrets. No, that sounds like a pain. Sure, good idea.
It sounds like you know how to handle those two now.
Well, there's only one of them to handle now, since, you know, considering one of them got shot. But yeah.
Thanks to you, I was able to understand how he really felt. I'll say this on behalf of all three of us. Thank you so much.
You know what? You're welcome.
Here, you take this.
I'm great. You're welcome.
It should go to you, since you're the one who got him to open up.
What is it? Oh, the incomplete form.
Someday, once we leave the storm, then
Sorry,
I'll
my
tell
nose is very
Akihiko.
itchy. It just happens, okay? Surgery. Oh my god, my nose is still obviously very sensitive from surgery from like a couple months ago. But sometimes like I accidentally hit it. Especially because like when you're washing your face and stuff like that, it's just like such a like it's almost like muscle memory. So you just like move your your hands in a particular way to like clean all of this, but sometimes I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Like, oh, too rough. Oh, my nose.
I'll tell him about his struggle returning to this room to fulfill the promise we made.
I don't like it too rough because I'm just so demure.
But he never forgot those days when it was just the three of us. Not even for a moment.
I don't know if he could forget. It was also it was sort of like traumatic. So how could he really? You have witnessed Aragaki's final wishes. You can now fuse Hellbiker, the hooligan of the underworld. What? They're like, you retrieved something of your dead friends. In a completely unrelated note, you can summon like a demon from hell. There is a simple desk. It seems to be the one provided by the dorm.
Well,
You should hold on to that. I'm sure that's what he would have wanted to. Why do I want to keep his weapon though? Like, why was I given his weapon? Isn't that rather odd? Well, I guess we can give... Oh, we're gonna give his boots to Ken. How do they fit? Oh my god, that's so meaningful. Oh yeah, what does the pumpkin mask do? An adorable pumpkin mask. It increases dark damage. Oh, that's it. Persona is the drama at time. Yes. Very dramatic. Yes. She is the drama. She is the villain, and she is the moment. It's true. Are you leaving? I guess, I don't know. Should I look around more? There's like nothing else. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Yes, goodbye.
Lovely.
You're right, we shouldn't stay too long. He wouldn't like that. But it was nice to be here. Well, shall we go? Let's go. Ooh, wait, after I'm done with this, we could definitely add Persona 1 to our list of games to play one day. You know, because I don't have 5, but, you know, we could get into 1. And then, you know, when we do 1 eventually, that would unlock 2. So on and so forth. Okay. It seems as though we could hang out with Akihiko and or Aigis. I don't think hanging out with either of them will actually give anyone any particular abilities. So maybe I'll see if there's anything that I could do on the computer. Mayhaps.
You have my thanks.
I apologize for all the trouble, but please accept my thanks all the same. I want you to know that I fully intend to do all that I can to honor his memory. Thank you. Well, not thank you, I guess. As you should, because he was your friend before he was my friend. Not me saying thank you. Not me being like, yes, exactly. How many software? Oh, well, let me buy it. Let me buy some software at the mall. Remember buying software at the mall? Remember when you could buy software and it was like yours forever? All those apathy syndrome victims make me worried. If you look at what's really going on, it's spreading through the entire country with more and more victims all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a major policy meeting about this soon. Yeah, this has been going on for months, so the meetings should have already happened months ago. But, you know, better late than never, I guess. Better late than never, I suppose. What do you got? Sengoku Chronic. Oh shit, I have to go to the fucking teacher's lounge. Sengoku Chronicles, a PC software for living out the valorous feats of a Sengoku era general. Sure. Sure, we'll use this software at home. Let's put some viruses on our shared computer. I'm sure that will be fun. Oh god. No, surely nobody is... Surely none of these teenagers are using the shared computer for any nefarious things. Ugh. PC software for living out... Yes, I already read that. It seems my courage may not get any higher. Oh. I bought this for nothing. When did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. And I don't have a boyfriend. Wow, okay. Just wasted my money. Sad. Okay, what else do you got? Part-time master. PC software for learning servicing skills to help you earn a higher hourly wage. I guess we haven't done a part-time in a minute. PC software for learning skills to increase the yield of your vegetable garden. Build up your muscle by using your minds. For training your mental strengths. I don't know if any of this will give us... I'll get the Veggie Farmer sim. It's like Farmville. This was like 2008, 2009. Farmville was, if it wasn't happening already, it was like around the corner. I really did live for Farmville. Honestly, those, like, a couple of those, like, early Facebook games were rather fun, to be honest. It wasn't that much fun whenever, like, you would get spammed with, like, things, like, requests and shit, but, like, for the most part, those were pretty fun. Veggie Farmer Sim. It looks like a game that simulates raising crops. Plants don't need love. They need appropriate amounts of nutrients and water. A knowledgeable seeming A knowledgeable seeming dwarf is giving a lecture on agriculture. You killed the restaurant game. Oh my god, there was a restaurant game. What was it called? I remember Farmville. Was it just like also like some sort of like, was it like Burgerville or something? Where you like ran your own like restaurant? Those were fun, honestly. Those were cute. I should follow their instructions and adjust the water and fertilizer. I was able to produce a bountiful harvest. I feel like I learned something tangible about growing vegetables. Was it Restaurant City? Oh my god, that's amazing. You had to Google. There were so many of those, and some of them were pretty similar as well. So yeah, that was nice. That was kind of like a level up, right, from the Flash games era, which I also lived for. Do you remember those Flash games, like the we don't love Disney now, but like the Disney Flash games from back then with like Lilo and Stitch, like stacking the sandwiches. They had like a Kim Possible one with like the treadmill, and you had to pick like if you needed like what kind of topping to add, like if it was the cheese for the nachos, or if it was like the soda for the cup or whatever. Those were so fun. I did not play with any SpongeBob games at the time because I didn't grow up at all with SpongeBob. So that wasn't even in my like realm of like possibility. Not like I wasn't even like checking for that, I guess. You know what I mean? I remember playing a lot of those like Sonic, like bootleg Flash games. Like there was a lot of those. The amount of crops you can harvest from the rooftop planters has increased. Well, yes. It's gotten late. I should head back to my room. Well, yes. Iconic behavior.
Let's get on with today's lesson.
Class is now in session. Salamander Sol Gluhin. Actually, I should go over the invocation later. Miss Toriomi is feeling under the weather again. So I'll be replacing her today. There's something about autumn that makes people overstuff themselves. Be sure you keep at least one eye on your intake. But this is ultimately to your benefit. Thanks to the lesson I've prepared for today, all about summoning magic. This magic has been used... Oh my god. What's up with him and magic? Like, are you allowed to teach us about that? This magic has been used throughout history to summon both angels and demons into our realm. Oh. But first, what is summoning magic exactly? It's when a magician conjures a pre-existing spiritual presence. At times, they are also able to control the presence of their own goals. Just as with shamanism, spiritual summoning can be found throughout recorded history in a number of different cultures. Even today, it's widely seen in books, movies, video games, and whatnot. Video games? Who even plays those? Johann Wolfgang von Goethes Faust was instrumental in the popularization of summoning magic. There are plenty more examples of summoning magic I'd like to cover, but we only have so much time. I suppose I could power through a few of them at least. Let's see. John Dee and Edward Kelly collaborated in Europe to summon an angel in the 16th century. Later in the 19th century, the magician Eliphas Levi summoned a spirit named Apollonius. Following in his footsteps to a degree was Aleister Crowley, who summoned Aiwass, his own guardian angel, in the 20th century. What else? Some Neoplatonist traditions engage in the practice of theurgy. Theurgy, we've heard about that. Focused on summoning guiding spirits called demons. In Haitian voodoo, the Ungans, male priests, can summon spirits called Aiwa, of which there are said to be over 1,000. As for Japan, in an esoteric form of Buddhism called Vajrayana, I'm so sorry about that, about how I pronounce that, there are rituals that effectively function as summoning spells. By performing one of those rituals, practitioners attempt to invoke Buddha within themselves for assistance in real-world actions such as healing. I could go on and on. There are countless examples of summoning magic in this world. The point is, after studying summoning in its many different forms long enough, you begin to see a pattern. Once magic circles and spells and the like were established as necessary to summoning rituals, they grew more and more common, just as... I'm feeling sleepy. No, stay awake, you need to become smarter.
So, continuing on.
But you should bear in mind, summoning isn't only used for deities and powerful beings. It can be used to invoke common spirits as well. Take the science, for example, or the Ouija board. Now, those rituals are comparatively easy to perform and thus can be very tempting, but as I've told you many times already, I do not try this at home. It could very well result in unpleasantness. Alright, that's it for today. Wow. I do know of people who have had experiences that I will not be disclosing, but they're kind of wild, and I try not to think about them too much. But yeah, that's all I'll say. I forced myself to stay awake and listen to the lecture, and also, honestly, I don't want to dive into this topic because oh no, anything like spirits and ghosts and stuff like that, I'm like, I respect it from afar. Like, I don't want to know any stories. I don't want to know anything that will keep me up at night. Like, absolutely not. Because those stories will invade my brain and will manifest themselves into my brain when I least want them to. Something also, you know, it's also part of what an intrusive thought could be. So ain't that fun? But anyway, I forced myself to stay awake and listen to the lecture, so I'm naturally smarter than the rest. When will I become more than intelligent? Well, when will I become super intelligent? When will that day come? Class has ended for today. Hello. I'm sorry, I was just thinking. I was wondering what will become of me once we have defeated all the shadows. I hope I can continue to attend school. Aww. When I was a teenager, I couldn't wait to get rid of school. Meanwhile, Aigis is like, wait, I'm having fun here. I don't want to go. She's like, wait, this is kind of fun, guys. Let's hang out with Yukari. Ooh, no, let's hang out with Yukari.
Hey there.
Oh, Juice-kun, are you walking back by yourself? I'll come with you. Seems Yukari wants to walk home with me. I don't think our bond will grow any stronger, even if I spend more time with her. But let's do it anyways. Even if our bond doesn't, even if we don't level up, we always can do that later. We just went on a little coffee, a little hangout with our friend. And then what happened? Oh, they're getting the gossip. Oh, they're gossiping. And that lady in the corner, oh, she's eavesdropping all of it. I can feel my bond with Yukari grow stronger as we spend time together. I feel like our relationship will grow stronger soon. Well, yes. It's almost dark. Let's go back to the dorm. Let's do it. I'm excited for this alleged final battle. Hello, the next full moon will be on November 3rd. 5 more days. Well, yes. Oh, did we check our snack that we left in here? The taiyaki I put inside here earlier is gone. A note has been left behind instead. I ate the taiyaki. It's probably yours, right, Juicy? Taiyaki as a late night snack is the best. Thanks for chilling it for me. Just kidding. Sorry for eating it. Take this instead and let's call it even, alright? Junpei? Wow. Dr. In Jelly? What the hell is that? Dr. In Jelly? Healthy jelly. Cures freeze, shock, poison, down, or dizzy for an ally. Work. Not Dr. In Jelly. Wow. I love jelly gummies. I just love gummies. I don't eat them too much nowadays, but I do appreciate them. We don't have many opportunities left to go to Tartarus. It would make sense if I beefed up my own training so I could take full advantage of each Tartarus visit. Alright, I'm going to start planning it out soon. I feel like we should go to Tartarus again. Maybe later today. It seems that Koromaru-san is able to sense the change in everyone's demeanor as well. Our battle against the shadows is coming to an end. He understands that the time has come to avenge his former owner in the upcoming operation. Oh, I was gonna say, where is Koromaru? Arf arf! He seems more lively than usual. The usual pet brush is at his feet. He may gain a new ability soon. Brush him. Arf arf. The cutest, preciousest boy. I'm getting the hang of brushing Koromaru. He's loving it. His coat is looking even shinier. Adorable.
Kuro-chan looks so comfy. You sure know your way around a brush.
Well, yes.
Oh, you might know something about this.
Look at him. Oh, he's having the time of his life.
Lots of people like to give Kuro-chan gifts whenever he goes for a walk.
Oh,
Do you know where he's keeping them?
at the shrine? That's a secret.
Oh, well, I guess even Koromaru needs his own privacy. Do you think we should give him his own room?
Oh my god, that would be fun.
Ah, right. You're still in the middle of brushing him. I'll leave you to it then.
I don't know why he would need his own room, but that would be cute. He's like, all I care about is that you don't stop brushing me. I brushed him with all my heart. Arf arf. Koromaru's fur is unbelievably shiny. He looks more fearless than ever. What a dog. I'm fearless. Auto Masukunda lowers accuracy evasion of all foes for 3 turns when a battle starts. Work. You fuck 'em up, Koromaru. Looking sharp. Love you so much, Koromaru. You're my favorite character ever. I love you so much. Arf. To say thanks for the brushing, Koromaru brought Trafuri Gem. I wonder if this is what Fuka was talking about. It definitely is. Arf arf. People just give him gems and gifts. And then he's just like, wait a minute. Here's a little reward for taking me for a walk. I played with an overly excited Koromaru before heading to my room. Precious. Extremely precious. Extremely cute. Maybe too cute. Like, too cute to handle, I would say.
Good morning. This is Elizabeth.
Oh?
I am calling to inform you that more humans have wandered into
Okay, that's a good cue for us to go back.
one this time, I believe. Please swiftly and safely conduct a
All right, we can do that.
Goodbye now.
Goodbye now. Love you, Elizabeth. You're also the best. You're also pretty great.
Okay, let's begin.
The next chapter is about enzymes. Worried it will go over your head? Well, have no fear. You're already familiar with the main places enzymes can be found. Your own body.
Then,
Let's see if you can tell the class, Juice. Here's a question about sweet potatoes. A certain enzyme brings out the sweetness in them when they're baked. Do you happen to know what it is? Ooh. Oh, I have no idea. Is it beta amylase? Amylase? Yup, that's it. Eat a lot of sweet potatoes. Eat a lot of sweet potatoes, do you? Not really, actually. When the beta amylase in sweet potatoes breaks down the gelatinized starch, it becomes a malt sugar called maltose. That's why heating sweet potatoes up makes them even sweeter. The temperature at which beta amylase is activated is said to be roughly 60 to 70 degrees Celsius, which is why a slowly baked potato is sweeter than one that was rapidly heated, like with steam. Alright. We answered correctly. People are looking at us with respect. And, it's the perfect cue for us to go on a short and yet juicy little break. So go grab a snack, go grab a drink. Some ads are gonna play, and while that happens, I'll step off for a second, and then we can go back to Tartarus and do all of the Tartarus things. Ooh, ooh. All right, we're back. Hope you didn't miss me too much. Welcome on in. We're so close to this alleged final battle. I was hoping it would happen. I think it could still happen actually today. But I don't know. I sort of underestimated how long 7 days takes to go by, I guess, in one sitting. Look around us, man. We're surrounded by ordinary students. We could just be like them next month, huh? Yeah. If everything goes juicily, I guess, then we will. If this alleged final battle is indeed the final battle, then we will exactly be we'll be exactly like them, yeah. Let's go hang out with Fuka. I don't know where she's at. I think we did yes, we did have a text from her, so we can just teleport our ways to her. Are you busy today? I'm heading to the used bookstore right now. Do you want to join me? Yeah, let's go.
Thank you.
Oh, great, thanks. I've been looking for a good cookbook for a while now. Do you think they'll have any? Let's hope so.
There weren't really that many cookbooks, were there?
Oh, well,
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that store mainly sold manga.
work.
I should have looked the place up beforehand.
No, that's okay. What is it? What's going on?
Oh, do you mind if we take a seat?
Oh, of course. Well, I mean, I don't mind. Yeah,
Do
no.
you remember what I told you before?
Girl, no.
I mentioned that I don't really like going to bookstores.
I don't remember that at all. Yeah, I definitely remember.
Well,
Because I definitely remember everything that everyone says to me because my memory is just so good.
I had a bit of a bad experience in a bookstore once.
Oh god. The trauma?
I think it was at the start of last April.
What happened?
Someone took a picture of me.
Oh. Girl, if this game was set in 2024, it would be like someone filmed me in public and posted it on their TikTok and called me a weirdo. Like, I fucking hate those type of posts where people just like take photos or videos of strangers and they just make a whole narrative about them and they just post that online. It's like, what the fuck? So weird.
They accused me of stealing.
Drama.
I'm not very tall, right?
Right?
So when I was reaching for a high shelf, I accidentally knocked some books down.
Oh no. Not that.
A few of them landed in my bag. I went to take them out and put them back on the shelf. But
Drama.
some girl from my class took a picture of me with her cell phone.
Shady bitch.
She even threatened to show my parents.
What the hell? That's messed up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But don't you think I'm stupid for letting this get to me?
Well, no.
If I'd just spoken up, I could have settled it right there.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, that was one experience. And it doesn't mean that will happen again and that, you know, it will happen at all the bookstores that you go to.
I still
But
couldn't
mama,
say
that's
anything
anxiety right there.
All these
Mama.
thoughts kept running through my head.
Mama, that's anxiety.
I thought no matter what I said, it wouldn't do any good in the end.
Aww.
But now, I want to believe that I can change.
Well,
Whenever
yes.
I'm with you, I feel like I don't get swept up in those.
Aww.
I know I'm being selfish, but I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
I'm making it sound like I'm just using you, aren't I?
No, I guess you're just saying that you feel good around us.
That's not what I meant, really.
I got what you
What I'm
meant.
trying to say is, I've really come to depend on you,
Aww.
and I'm really happy that you're there for me.
Aww.
That's all.
Friendship. Fuka expressed how she feels about me. My relationship with her is becoming more intimate. Not more intimate.
Oh, sorry. I'm always going on about my own problems.
Aw. Girl, everyone does.
I'm never going to be able to reply.
Literally everyone does. There's no character in which we're able to just be like, oh my god, guess what happened? Like, there's no character that lets us do the ranting.
I should have just discussed my cooking concerns with everyone at the dorm, but
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
somehow, I find myself always going to you for help.
Well, you're... I don't imagine Junpei would be very useful.
I want to hear your opinion, but more than that, I feel at ease when you're with me.
I'm just great, I
Wonder
know.
why.
Just my calming, demure, mindful presence. Very cutesy. Very dependable. See how I'm not like other useless girls. Very useful. I listen to what they're telling me. I don't go on a rant myself. I let them do the ranting. Very mindful. That's me in game. I do quite a bit of yapping of my own. I'm sure it's because you're our leader. That's why I depend on you so much. Yeah, that's probably it.
You think so too?
Sure,
I tend to
yeah.
go into my head by overthinking it,
Girl, same.
but I'll make sure to return the favor for everything you've done. for me.
Girl, same.
Well, I'll see you back at the dorm.
Girl, I should have taken a screenshot of that, like, because that was a mood. Fuka left. I decided to return to the dorm. Well, yes. All these friendships are like so close to being maxed out. Greetings. Oh yeah, let me check the let me check the bulletin board, the people who are missing. Let me check the deadline for saving them. Takeru Hiraoka. Okay, we don't have that much time actually. Takeko Hiraoka, female, 38 years old, housewife. Family reported her missing on October. Yes. October 30th. Never returned after taking the trash out. Teehee? I'll save her. I don't know why I said teehee. That's not funny. That's not a fun thing at all. I said teehee because like I'm gonna save her. That's what I meant. I'm not laughing at other people's bad times. I promise. I should in fact save. Yes. Saving is very mindful. Oh, that's not what I meant actually. Yeah, I want to go to Tartarus. I want to save the people. Watch the person be like where we were just at. That's literally always what happens. Like, oh yeah, let me go to Tartarus to save this person. They're somehow at the place that we literally already been to. Okay, let's see. Junpei and Ken are already above most of the others. So let's bring out the two level 47s, Mitsuru and Aigis. All the girlies. Oh wait, no. It's time for... Wait, does this... Wait. I'm like a chicken with their head cut off. Missing persons. Tell me about them. They seem to be between floors 162, 168. Okay, hold on. 162, 168. What did I just say? What did I literally just say, y'all? Literally having to redo where we were just at, which actually might be good because we just got some Twilight fragments, so we might be able to open some stuff that we weren't able to open earlier. 162, 168. Tinks. That looks great. What do you say? Can I use it? No, let me check. Let me see who deserves it. Survival trick. Armor that enables survival of a single insta-kill attack with 1 HP. Oh, I need to give that to Juicy. I'm sorry to say, but Juicy is gonna get the good stuff before anyone else does. I'm like, I'm sorry, but y'all can die and the game will be fine. But if I die, it's game over, so I mustn't die. Because you see, I'm the main character. Very main character energy, you know, very that. It's like running away. Work. Very main character energy. Oh, have y'all seen Sabrina's new video? I don't remember the name of the song already. But it was fucking fierce. It was very... I've never seen Death Becomes Her. I know, I should. But it's very reminiscent of like that vibe of like two cunty girlies trying to kill each other. And it's cool. It's a fun video. I'm not making it very... I'm not doing it a lot of justice with the way I'm describing it, but I promise it was fun. It's just like over the top, ridiculous camp. And we love that. Very that. In a Dor Delano voice. Oh god. I don't know if I can replicate.
In this situation, I'm still setting up.
Okay, nobody's weak against wind, so that's kind of fucked up.
Pull the trigger. 2 in a row.
That's kind of fucked up for Yukari. Why doesn't she get an advantage here? Why doesn't she get to do her thing?
I'm still setting up.
Oh, you're weak against the Ice Queen. Ooh. It's time to get frozen, bitch. Electricity. Oh, the others are just weak against electricity? I can work with that. Hello, it's me. Juicy with the bowl cut. Hello. As opposed to Juicy without the bowl cut. Oh yeah, I need a persona. Ooh yeah. I need a different persona. You. Destroy her. Iconic. Iconic vibes, iconic moments, iconic people. Yes, yes. I'd like to obtain money, please. I'd like to obtain money.
Doing pretty well.
Who doesn't? You know. Oh, by the way,
There's a treasure.
subscribing is in, or supporting me monetarily is in no way, shape, or form mandatory. Or expected. But I do have to say, first of all, thank you to everyone who does support me monetarily. I really appreciate you. Also, I've heard that the Twitch sub prices increased on mobile specifically. I guess the prices increased recently, but then there's an added increase on mobile because of the storefronts and how it's always expensive. Like, it's always more expensive to subscribe to someone on mobile anyways, but I guess it's going to be more expensive. So,
Don't be careless.
a nice alternative to that, honestly, is Ko-Fi. I get the money immediately. I don't have to wait for like a payout or anything of the sort. So that's also very fierce and very lovely. But like on top of that, I don't think it works even if they reflect. But yes, also soon, every month, at the end of every month, I do a little bit of a podcast moment on Ko-Fi. So it's basically like for now, I call it Ko-Fi Club, and it's basically like I talk about the media that I've consumed over the past month, and I talk about like the movies that I've watched, and I give like short little reviews of all the things that I've enjoyed, and you know, sort of like it's sort of like also like a little bit of a back and forth. With like y'all having the ability to comment on what y'all have been watching and listening to and stuff like that, so we can have a little bit of a back and forth. Because initially it was going to be like a specific, like, you know, like a movie or like a film or a book club or something like that, where like there's like an assigned thing and everyone watches that and, you know, all of that. But I figured I would go for something that's a little more like open-ended, and everyone can just do whatever they want, and we can just sort of share what we've been enjoying. And it's also like a good place for like, you know, people who may not be able to watch my full streams to like get like juicier glimpses into like what I'm up to and all of that stuff without having to like watch like every single stream, every single second. Oh my god. That was a lot, Robin. That was excessive. That was, you didn't have to do all that. Jesus Christ.
You have a skill that can hit a weakness.
Don't be fucking rude. I'll have Yukari revive Mitsuru in a second. That was so fucking rude. How could you? So yeah, anyways, if anyone has to like stop subscribing because of the like price changes or anything like that, honestly, you don't have to support me at all monetarily. It's appreciated, obviously, always, and I appreciate it a lot, and it helps me out a ton. But also, if you wish to do like Ko-Fi instead, I'm super into that. Also, you know, because if you think about it, I always take a break during the ads anyways, so you shouldn't be getting any ads anyways when you watch me. So I'm just saying that's always an option. But I take any sort of support in any way, whether it's on Twitch, whether it's on Ko-Fi, whether you're not able to support monetarily and you know, by dropping a follow or retweeting my posts or liking, engaging with my posts on socials, all of that is extremely appreciated and does not go unnoticed. So I do appreciate you. That's why I also like having this thing that like shows the names of the people who are subscribed on Ko-Fi, which by the way, you can subscribe for like as low as €1 and as much as, or as high as you would like. So it's like a pay what you want sort of format. So it doesn't, you know, if you're paying like $5 on Twitch, you don't have to do that much on Ko-Fi if you're not comfortable with that. So I'm just saying. None of that is mandatory, obviously. But it is very much appreciated. That's all. That's all I gotta say. Oftentimes I don't talk too much about like that because I don't want to seem like I'm like, I don't know, like, you know, like pressuring people into giving me money or anything like that, or feeling like they should, or that you know, whatever. So yeah. I suppose I'm not that great at my job in that front, because I'm not here like, oh, if only someone gave me money. Oh good lord. Yeah, not to try to make myself seem like I'm better than anyone else, but it drives me up the wall when I see people, like when a product comes out or when a game comes out or when there's like a trailer and people like are like, who's buying this for me? Who's giving this to me? Oh my god, I would love if someone bought this for me. Like that kind of stuff, it bothers me so much. Not that those people, it doesn't annoy me that those people have communities that do buy that stuff for them. Like it's not that at all. It's like the fact that they sort of plant that seed of like, if only someone bought this for me, you know. Like I get it. Like I understand that, like, ooh, you know, like if you like ask and you shall receive sort of thing, and like, you know, it's completely valid to like ask for support and stuff like that. And to like, to me it's one thing to have like a sub goal and people can subscribe if they want to, or a Ko-Fi goal or whatever. Like that's one thing. It's a completely different thing to me to just sort of like almost I don't know. To me, a lot of the times it comes off as like they're expecting, like it's expected of people to buy them something, to be like, who's gonna buy this for me? And then someone does, and they're like, oh. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Because I'm trying to save someone here. And I feel like I already do too much.
A staircase.
I think they said the person was in floor 164, right?
Oh, there's a treasure
Or maybe
chest.
not. Maybe it was 65. I don't know. I know it's between 162 and 168 also because Cash Money, That Money said that in the chat. So it's very helpful for me to see that in the corner of my eye. But,
Initiative.
oh lord, not this again. Not this bitch again. This Wheel of Destruction. Not even the Wheel of Fortune, bitch. The Wheel of Destruction, mama.
What is optimal?
Ooh.
Persona.
Everyone's just like taking care of themselves here. Can I lower its attack, mayhaps? Is that a thing I can do? Raises party's attack and defense. No, I don't think I have anything to reduce their attack, but I can't increase the team's attack. That's a thing I can do. Nice try, whore.
You down, hit me. I have to do this.
She said, "You think you can hit me?" She's like, "Excuse you? You thought you could do that? Absolutely not." I love that. Talk your shit, Yukari. Yukari's the best. Oh,
All enemies defeated.
work. Work, bitch.
Let's get moving.
Pom 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 pom. You better work, bitch.
How much higher must we climb?
It still sends me that when Britney was promoting that song, she was like, you know, like bitch is like a term of endearment, cause like in the gay community, like it's a term of endearment. And I love that "you better work, bitch" was like a literal thing. Like, oh, you want money? You better work, bitch. Like it wasn't like, you know, the "you better work, bitch" that we all know of, like slay or like you're doing amazing, sweetie. It was like, no, do you want a hot body? You better work. Do you want to buy nice things? Then you better work.
For an electric shock. Now's the time.
Queen of capitalism, honestly. Yeah.
Help me. It didn't work.
But because it's Britney, we just accept it. Because it's Britney, we're like, aw,
Weakness.
that's okay. She's sort of a protected species in the queer community, as she should be. Love her so much. Although her Instagram moments sometimes are a bit confusing. To me, it's not the dancing, it's not any of that. To me, it's just like sometimes I don't understand the captions. Sometimes I don't understand, like, she will post something and then, like, I don't know, she'll post something. For example, there was the Halsey thing, because Halsey released a song and video that was like, that sampled Lucky, Britney's Lucky. And so Britney posted, allegedly posted, well, she posted something. It was on her account, so I guess someone did, being like, this is so disrespectful. I feel so offended by this. Like, someone just like making light of my struggles and all this shit. And then like the same day, like later in the same day, Britney again posted like, oh, I don't know what that was. I love Halsey. I love what she did with the song. Like, I support her. So it's like, what are we talking about? Like, is someone else running your account? And but why would they post that if you didn't let them? And then like, or did you post that and then Halsey reached out to you and then you talked it out and you worked it out on the remix? Like, what's going on? It's just it's stuff like that that's confusing to me. Listen, I don't have to understand. I don't have to understand Mother. But sometimes Mother is a little bit confusing, you know? She confuses me, and that's valid. But she's allowed to, okay? She's I allow her to confuse me. She doesn't need my permission to confuse me, but she does, and I still love her for still love her in spite of that, I guess. I guess it could be much worse, you know? At least we haven't lost Britney to like the alt-right people. At least Britney hasn't went full on like Trump rally vibes. If she did, it would be very heartbreaking, honestly. Like, she's like one of the people that like if she somehow ended up being like that, it would be very hurtful. Because I'm like, Harry Potter, honestly, I don't care about it that much. But if Britney Spears, if fucking Britney Spears ends up being against the queers, then she could never. She could never. I shouldn't even say this. I shouldn't even manifest it. She could never. Mother could never. She loves us.
There's a treasure chest. What should we do? Excellent.
I think that's one thing that I feel like a lot of people don't understand, is that a lot of queers, a lot of gays gravitate towards these pop girls because they show us support, because they're like, yeah, I love my gays. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes even if they're not explicitly saying that, like, we get it, you know, and we feel it. And it's very important. Like, even because I feel like so many of us, like in the 2000s and stuff, weren't even like, we were afraid of being queer, like, right? Like, we weren't even like, I don't know if I'm gay, but like, even like, let me not even think about it, right? But the fact that there would be like celebrities and pop stars that would be like supportive is such like an encouragement. Like, you know, maybe if I turn out to be gay, then maybe it won't be too bad, because at least Britney will be on my side, you know? Like, there's at least that. I know it may sound a little silly, but especially in the 2000s, like, and I feel like that's why Britney also got a lot of support from a lot of queer people, because of all the trials and tribulations she's gone through. People are like, yeah, I get it, you know, like feeling like you know, not respected and being torn down, and like that thing of like almost like being the underdog. Like, it resonates with a lot of people, especially like queer people and people who have gone through a lot of adversities, you know, and a lot of bullying on their own, you know, schools and jobs and whatever, you know.
In this situation.
But do keep it cute. Like, if you know, if you happen to run into a celebrity, please don't feel entitled to like touching them, hugging them, taking a picture with them, and getting something signed from them. Like, I know some people are like, well, if you didn't want all of that, then don't be famous. But I think that's silly. I talked about it, I think, last time, like with the posts, the videos, I guess the Chaperone posted that had to do with like, you know, the people that stalk her and like pretend to be friends with her, like family and friends to get to her and find out where her like parents live and all this shit. Like, or even simply as like someone asking her for a photo when she's like quote unquote off the clock, and then just expecting her to always say yes and expect her to, you know, always be available in that way, I guess. Because it's like, you know, I saw a Twitch streamer actually talking about that. Not talking about it, but they made a post like, I'm nowhere near as famous as Chaperone is, but I get it. They were like, because I've been, like, I one time I was out to eat, and someone kept tapping me on the shoulder, or someone tapped me on the shoulder, and I said, and they asked for a photo or something, and they said, hey, I'm eating my meal right now. Do you mind waiting until after that? And they just ignored that, and they kept tapping their shoulder, so they just gave up and took the photo anyway. But it's like, you shouldn't feel like obliged to do that, you know? You shouldn't feel, because that's very disrespectful. Like, I feel like it's one thing to like, in a very specific circumstance, to go up to someone and be like, hey, I really like what you do, like, you're amazing, I don't want to bother you, but it's okay, is it okay if we take a photo together or something? And if they say no, it's like, okay, that's totally fine, I get it, I get that, you know. But I don't know, I've never well, it's not like I've had many opportunities to like see celebrities, but I've never had that like instinct, or even thought of like, oh yeah, if I ever run into so and so, like, what would I say to them? What, like, because sometimes I think about that, I'm like, what would I say to them? Like, would I even say anything at all? Would I just like look at them from afar? Like, would I pretend not to know them? Like, I don't know. Because they're just like people, you know what I mean, who are just like living their lives and existing in this world, and it's like, you know, I wouldn't want to like bother them when they're just having a good time, I guess. Wait, what have I not tried? Let's do fire, I guess. I didn't mean to do that. But I don't know, do you think celebrities should be available at all times, or something that's like, it's part of the job, like suck it up sort of thing? Or but also, like, I, as a fan, I would hate for like my favorite artist to like take a photo just to like, for the sake of doing that favor, you know what I mean? Just like, ugh, okay, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even want that photo. Like, if I saw that they were bothered by it, I would be like, sorry, I just wanted to say that I love your music, and I'm, you know, like, bye. you know what I mean? And I would assume it would be especially shocking for the case of like Chapel, where, you know, she blew up so quickly, and so like, it was so quickly, and so like, she became so famous so quickly, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So it's like, I can't even imagine what that must have done for like her brain. Like, oh my god, all of a sudden, like, you know, everyone, like, a lot of people know me, and a lot of people approach me, and a lot of people ask me for photos, and a lot of people, like... And I think a lot of people get kind of mad when celebrities kind of, you know, have boundaries. Because I feel like some people imagine that, like, oh my god, that's my dream, I wish that was me. But I don't know, girl. I don't know. That doesn't sound very fun, especially for the celebrities that like they get to that like so early in their like life, like when they're so young or whatever. Like I can't even imagine feeling like, you know, you can't be a silly like teenager without like, oh, is someone gonna recognize me? Is someone gonna, you know, take a photo of me? Especially now, obviously, where someone, like literally everybody who has a phone has the ability to like take high quality videos of you at any moment of your life. Like, I can imagine that being overwhelming. But I do hate that sort of mindset of like, well, that's what they signed up for. It's like when people are like, you know, for example, if someone works a job where they have to do like customer service, and someone is extremely rude to them, and you complain to someone about it, and like, oh my god, that person was so rude to me at my job, at my work. And then the person responds to you like, well, that's just part of the job. That's just what you signed up for. Like, no. Like, no. I'm sorry, but being harassed by people and being mistreated by strangers shouldn't be part of the job. Like, that shouldn't be part of the deal. So I hate that sort of mentality with celebrities, because it's like, yeah, it's like they want their art to be known. They want people to listen to their music. They want people to go to their concerts. But, you know, that shouldn't necessarily mean that they owe people like their time and, you know, because like, for example, the gays that have Charlie signing like douches and poppers and stuff like that, like, y'all are trying these people, you know what I mean? Like, y'all are doing the most, and then y'all get mad when they have a boundary, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, y'all just want to be weirdos, I guess, and not have any consequences to it. We'll be able to progress now. What do you think? Any concerns moving forward? Not at all. Oh, I should have said, should I be concerned? That confidence of yours sure is reassuring. I'm sure everyone else on the team thinks so too. Well, yes, as they should. Keep it up. I'll back you up in any way I can. Sanada-senpai, you seem calmer than before. It's a really welcome change. sounds kind of backhanded. Huh, you just had to add that last bit. A welcome change, huh? Yeah, it was very backhanded, damn. Anyway, let's get going. We still have a long road ahead of us. It was very backhanded. Like, wow, you seem calmer. That was a very welcome change. As in, like, you were so annoying before. Fuka's being shady in here. My god. I'm kind of afraid of spending SP items, because I don't know if we're about to hit like a border or something of the sort. Ooh. Okay, we're fighting. Powerful enemy spotted. Got it. There's only one enemy. We can't get careless. Pretty sure this one will hit especially hard. When you feel threatened, raise your guard. There's a border floor just past here like before. We're in the final stretch of this area. We can overcome this. So they didn't say anything about Tartarus being like over with. So assuming that there's more floors, there's, you know, still more game ahead, right? Don't respond to that. Obviously, don't confirm nor deny that. But I would say it's a fair assumption to make. I would say that's a rather fair thing to assume. Ooh, let me heal Akihiko also. Perfect. Alright, let's slay. The enemy's strong, but we're stronger. Stronger than yesterday. Ooh, you know, it just felt appropriate. Like we were like talking about Britney, and you know what I mean? Like it just felt correct. Ooh, that did not feel correct. That was, hey.
Are you okay? I have to do this.
Not me talking to this enemy as if I'm like a teacher reprimanding a student, like, hey, watch it. It's true. Okay, restore everyone's health, please. Please. Pleek.
One step at a time.
Lowers all foes' attack for 3 turns. Let's do that. Let's do that while we can't, like, you know, investigate their weaknesses and stuff. Let me lower their defense, actually. Or we should probably increase ours. That's probably what I should be doing. Raises party's Let's raise everyone's wait. Pause.
Let's see.
Okay, yes, let's raise our attack. Good thing I checked. Succubi. More like Slakecubi.
Okay. Here's what
No weaknesses. Great. Okay, no ice, no light or darkness. Okay, I think we can work with that. Let's do medium slash. A medium slash. Not a weak slash. Not a heavy slash. Very demure. Very mindful. Very juicy. Okay. I'm gonna lower the accuracy evasion of it all. You don't get to do fun things. No. I should probably decrease their defense if that's a thing I can do. It's not a thing I can do. I can lower your... No, we should attack. We should take turns attacking. That's what we should do. So if Yukari just did that, we need to have someone else take care of that. Let me I don't know if I can lower his defense, actually. I don't know if I have anyone who has that capability. But either way, I can probably take away the stat buffs. That's good enough. I don't know if this will just normalize the defense or if it will... Yeah, it just normalized it. Okay, that's fine. Medium slash. It's also close to the full moon, so the attack should be extra strong. Herculean strike. I don't like that. That was too much. That was a lot. You don't need to do all that.
I've been knocked down. Are you okay? That was close. Nice reflexes.
Hey.
I have to do this.
Watch it. Don't do all that. Don't be fucking rude. Don't make me swing a purse at you. That would be... How come we don't have a cunty party member that swings a purse at enemies? What's up with that? Fuck him up. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is the new theurgy that he just got. Did he say go back to hell? Work. That's a very cunty thing to say. Okay, I also want to go off. You want to see me go off? I think you want to see me go off. I think you might. Fun. We love to fun. Okay, yeah, we need to do something about our, I think it was our accuracy and evasion. No. Oh wait, that's good. Well, it's good to us, I guess. Not good that he also got that. Do we need healing? No. I should lower his accuracy evasion. We need to make sure that stays because it was blinking, so I'm assuming we're gonna extend that. Juicy, love that. Lowers all foes' attacks. Let's do that. Very mindful. Very juicy.
I'll go with.
If I can increase everyone's defense, that would be rather lovely. There you go. Oh, I'm in focus mode. I am going in. I'm having the girlies do their thurgies. I probably should save that, but I also don't know what team I'm gonna use for the story bit, so it'll be fine. Heat wave? No, not again.
You dodged it.
Just like in real life, like
Darkness has no
I'm not someone who particularly appreciates a heat wave, you see. Those are generally not my favorite days, especially if I happen to be streaming and it's like
I'll take care of this.
a heat wave day. That's usually so bad. It's usually not fun to go through one of those times. Oh, that's what you get. That's what you get for being a bitch. You bitch. That's what you get.
all enemies defeated. Good work out there.
Slayful times. Slayful people. Iconic. Damn, I got it. I'm iconic. Raises party's accuracy evasion for 3 turns. We should have gotten that like right before this battle, but that's okay. That's totally fine. One ally. No, we want all. Everyone to get accuracy evasion. Yes, yes, yes. When shifting to an ally, the ally recovers 5 SP. Honestly, I don't really care about that too much. But I guess I'll get rid of the low chance of dark insta-kill, because we never use that, honestly. Wow, now we can get through. We're on a roll, but what do you think, Juice? You want to keep going? Let's keep it up.
Okay.
You got it. You think we'll make it to the next gatekeeper? Anyway, you ready to go? Now you made me question everything. She said a border floor is coming up, so I wonder if that means like more battles.
Hey, that looks like a rare
I wonder what that means. But I worry either way. I'm out of Twilight Fragments. Oh, so another one of those.
Is that?
It's one of those doors again. Since the layout of this floor doesn't change, the door likely won't disappear, so we can explore it anytime. We'll leave it up to you, leader. I kind of don't... I was kind of hoping we would kind of wind down. But good thing the door is right next to a teleporter, so we can always do it at another time. I do want to take a peek at what's ahead. But hold on. First, we have to rebalance this so Mitsuru and Aigis can catch up to everybody else, because everyone else is in their 50s level-wise. I did just save. I'm going to save again, just because I just changed my team up a bit. I just want to take a little peek. I want to take a doula peek at what's ahead. Yes. Next floor. It kind of...
This is...
Okay, a dead end. Perfect. Looks like we can't progress any further for now. On the other hand, we've made good headway. Nicely done. Come back whenever you're ready. It's your call to make, leader. Oh, I'm taking the loot. Old document 7. They've told us everything. This project is pure evil, but we have a single hope. The power to control one's own shadow born from within. This could be our salvation. And thus, they started researching on people. It seems like we're very high up. I wonder...
Stronger weapons are sold at a higher
I would assume they wouldn't just end Tartarus at floor 172. You know what I mean? I would assume they would at least end at like a juicy 200. At least. But yes, we're gonna go back to the entrance. This was actually perfect that we got to basically clear the entirety of Tartarus. Let's check in with Elizabeth and get a reward for getting the document.
Let's hear the results.
Ooh, 90,000. Oh yeah, I need to get that helmet somehow.
Very well.
Somehow, somewhere, I need to get that. I keep forgetting to go to the teacher's room. Remind me to go to the teacher's room whenever we have after school activities to do, because I never seem to remember. Let's see if there's anything rather juicy that we can do here in the fusions and all of that stuff. Oh, we're one level away from being able to do Alice. A ghost who appears as a young blonde girl. She seems young, but she has formidable magic powers. Some say she's the ghost of a poor English girl who died an unfortunate death. Oh my god. Wow. Was not expecting Miss Alice to make an appearance here. Oh my god. Mott? It's just a coffin. Oh my god. That's wild. Suzaku?
This would be a wise choice.
Oh, you're fucking fierce. Oh, you're fucking fierce.
This persona is powerful.
Oh, I'm not gonna get rid of my
This would be a
healers.
wise choice.
The problem is that a lot of
This persona is
these,
powerful.
I want to keep them. A lot of the personas that I got, like, I kind of don't want to mess with them. Siegfried. That's like one of the characters in Soul Calibur.
This persona, yes? Is this acceptable?
Interesting. Well, I don't think we're going to be doing anything with these.
We look
Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for being so welcoming to me. I'm going to try to get to the next story because I would, the next full moon in just 4 in-game days, because I would love to do that, especially because my title is kind of about that. So I would love to kind of do that today. But it's reminding me of that stream that was like titled Back to School, and it was like we only got back to school like at the basically like half an hour before the stream ended, which was still technically true, but there's gonna be another full moon soon, then we'll be finally done. Let's give it everything we've got. Of course. Well, yes. After this is all over, let's celebrate. We'll see if we'll have anything to celebrate, because I'm very suspicion of this. I am suspicion itself. I do want to go... Ooh. there's a sale at the pharmacy. But we need to go to the teacher's office. I didn't forget this time. I need to try to get that helmet for Elizabeth. Is he not here today either? Mr. Ono seems to have stepped out. Ugh, did Miss Toriumi go home already? The teacher's log is a mess. If she's such an expert on composition, what's with this syntax? And these weird symbols to the side? Is this some kind of face? She's totally Maya, the online girl. Won't she ever grow up? Juice? Why didn't you speak up sooner? Don't think that people will lead you around by the hand once you're out in the real world. So what do you want? Miss Toriumi seems to have left her share of unfinished work behind. You don't need to tell me all that. Having a teacher like her in charge of your class must be a severe impediment to your pursuit of education. Damn! You'll never guess what she said during the teacher's conference the other day. That, you should not be telling me that. I feel as if I think you were saying... Huh? I feel as if what I think you were saying isn't wrong. What's with that? I can't make heads or tails of syntax that tortured. Because of teachers like her, I can hardly blame you youngsters for your grammar, can I?
Understood.
Now listen to me carefully. To begin with, the proper grammar is... Oh lord. I was lectured on proper sentence structures. Oh no! I didn't ask for this. But I guess we'll get free academics. Mr. Ono doesn't seem to be returning. I decided to give up for today. Where the fuck is Mr. Ono? Go to the teacher's office for once, Mr. Ono. God damn it. The one time I want to speak with you. Happy Henry likes beer. What? You should study more. Damn. What do you want? I'm playing an RPG on my cell, so buzz off. It sounds like you're calling someone actually, but who am I to talk? It's not like I know a thing or two about an RPG. Ooh, let's talk to... Not talk to. Let's go... Actually, no. Actually, we need to go to the pharmacy. See if there's anything juicy that we can get in there before we go to Tartarina. Or not Tartarus, like the full moon. Yeah, I know the aloe. Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna buy a few things that might be useful.
Which one?
Just to have some stuff. But a lot of it we don't really use. We actually don't use a lot of items unless it's like SP or like just to heal normally, I guess. But we're pretty good on items. Okay, we're gonna go on a short little break. I am gonna go hang out with Yukari when we return, and then hopefully we'll still have time to do the big story event for this in-game month. So we'll see you very shortly, and by we I mean I'll see you very shortly. Have a juicy time, a juicy break, and a juicy moment. Ooh. Oh, not the music stopping. Welcome back. Sorry, I was just eating some crackers. Checking on Mama Ruby, see if she... because she was having some, like, ear troubles. We actually tried going to the doctor, but didn't have any, like, available slots, I guess. Because apparently you have to go in for, like, if it's not, like, a scheduled appointment or whatever, you have to, like, go in, like, in the morning. You have to basically, like, line up and, like, basically fill out any available slots that the doctors in that, you know, doctor's office may have. This is like public health stuff, so it's not like a you know, that's just how the public health system, I guess, works. But yeah, there was no availability in the afternoon, so if she still is not feeling great, She might have to go again tomorrow. Not that you need to know any of that, but you know, just so you know, I was kind of like, I was catching up with, not catching up, or checking in with Mama Ruby about that. Anyway, let's hang out with Yukari. Finally done. I spent all of lunch cleaning up for the archery team, so I didn't have time to eat anything. Oh, that sounds awful. Maybe I'll stop by Wakatsu or something on the way home. Seems like Yukari wants to walk home with me. See, as someone who I think might be neurodivergent, someone just being like, oh, I'm so hungry, I might stop by a restaurant on my way home, doesn't click for me that they're inviting me. Like, my response, like, genuinely would have been like, oh my god, yeah, you should go. But, like, it doesn't click for me that that's, like, that's people's cue to be like, they're basically saying, hey, I want you to go with me. Like, that's why I'm telling you. Ooh. I might grow closer to Yukari. Let's do it. Thanks. It feels kind of weird eating by myself, you know? Alright, let's get going. What should I order? Oh, I'm like her. Like, I'm not even there yet, and I'm like, what should I order?
Oh, I was just thinking. Doesn't eating fish remind you of the ocean?
I guess. Not really.
It's a part of our lives, I guess, living along the coast. We even spent our vacation at the beach.
Beach love.
Hey, after all this is over, why don't we go somewhere different? Like the mountains.
Ooh. Hasn't someone else said that already as
We
well?
could have lunch outdoors. Maybe we'll even see a deer or something. What do you think?
I feel like I've gone to like mountainous locations before. I don't think I don't know if I've fully been to the mountains. I don't know. I feel like I've been to like mountainous locations, but I don't, you know what I mean? Like, and I think I've done like field trips with school that was like doing a trail or something of the sort, but like I don't think I've properly done like a mountainous moment. Does that make sense? I feel like that what I just said made no sense. Like, we've been to mountainous areas, I guess, but not to like a mountain, I don't think. Yeah. Let's go just the two of us. Not this. Let's go with everyone.
Yeah, why not, right? It'll be like a reward for everyone's
I think she wanted me to say, let's go the two of us. But she was like, yeah, with everyone, of course.
Alright then, I'll make us lunch. I might not look like it, but I'm a pretty good cook. Just you wait and see.
I don't have any doubts in that, actually. I feel like we've cooked before, didn't we?
Talked about going on vacation. I'm excited just thinking about it.
Oh yeah, because like we're basically in November already, so we should have December vacation times. So it's a very similar timing to Persona 4.
To say this, but
Ooh.
when I'm with you,
Go on.
I don't feel so alone.
Aww.
I mean, I do have friends, and there's everybody at the dorm.
She's like, well, I'm not desperate, but it's like, no, I mean, I'm not a loser, but like.
Usually I feel like the real me is trapped somewhere deep down inside.
Lesbian?
Maybe it's because of my family situation, but I'm always pushing people away without realizing it.
I do wish, because a lot of the themes in these games, well, not a lot. I feel like it was more so in Persona 4, but I guess a theme of this series is like persona, the real you, like whatever, like the persona that you present to the people, and then who you really are and what you really want to do. And I feel like there aren't that many sort of like character arcs, at least, I mean, not in this one. I feel like there was maybe a little more in Persona 4, but like, I wish I got to see more character arcs that wasn't just like, hey, we're going out to eat with this person, and oh my god, she has family issues, so she's trying to be dependent. Doesn't want to be dependent on anyone. But wait, she's learning how to be like, I wish they were a little more like juicier. Like, I mean, I guess they are in Persona 4. Like, each character sort of gets a chapter, I guess, of their own sort of stuff. But like, you know, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, sometimes these S-Link storylines do feel a bit surface level, and so it doesn't really go with that thing of like, oh, I feel like I'm getting to know this person, I feel like I'm getting closer to them, because sometimes it feels a little like surface, if that makes sense.
Lately, though, that's been changing.
We do get plenty of, like, I guess, trauma dumping, I guess, but like,
Thanks to you.
you know, Yukari is trusting in me. It seems we've grown closer. Well, yes. Lovers.
Well, that was delicious. It's getting late.
Is that the game subtly... I said this when I found out that her, like, card, her Arcana was the lovers. Like, is she like the canon choice for like the girlfriend? Because I'm gonna be I'm friend zoning her. I'm getting to that. If I get to that level 10 S-Link, we're friend zoning everybody. Only 3 days left. Make sure you're fully prepared. I'm ready to train anytime. Oh, we're not going to be training. I am so sorry to announce. I don't think Strega will simply allow us to defeat the last shadow. They will either try to stop us outright or secretly set a trap for us. What do you think they will do? They'll try to stop us.
Yes.
I agree. That seems to be their only viable option. If they were to set a trap, Yamagishi would be able to detect it and we could avoid it easily. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think about it like that. I'm starting to get nervous. Oh my god. This is... I have like a couple nose hairs in this hole specifically that are a little long. So like sometimes they poke around the inside of my nose. But like I also don't want them to stick out of the nose. You know what I mean? Because they're like, ugh. But we should get tweezers. I don't know what happened to our tweezers. Maybe they broke. But I should. But I'm not brave enough to use tweezers. Like to like push. I don't know. It's also like not sensory. It's not pleasant when it comes to sensory wise things. I can speak English words. Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm starting to get nervous for our next battle this upcoming full moon, but at times like this, it's best to keep a cool head. So let's just stay calm and go for the win. Well, yes. Only 3 more days until the full moon. It's finally starting to hit me. I'm kind of nervous. Gotta keep it together. I should try to relax a little. We should do like a group, like, mindfulness. A little cutesy, like, meditation moment, you know? Strega might be planning something, but that doesn't matter, because I'll never forgive them for what they did. As you shouldn't. Hey, Junps. Want to do some gardening? It's a pretty good workout. That's okay that he won't gain anything. I will gain something from this interaction by improving. Oh. I guess we can harvest those. Look at those juicy tomatoes. The harvest has increased. Maybe it's because I studied how to grow them well. Healthy tomatoes. Yes, I should plant something. I'll do more tomatoes. I should have bought soul spinach, because we usually need those. Or those are usually useful for like SP related things. Okay, let's... Oh, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to do the town map. Hey, Junps. There's plants in there now. Yeah, let's do gardening. I'm just doing it with Junpei because like it's whoever is available, to be honest. Cause it's always nice to get the little bonus, you know. The extra care is paying off, and I can harvest more.
I'd say that's a mighty fine work.
Well,
Let's head
yes.
downstairs.
I do wish this didn't take up the time, because I hate to keep comparing them, but I will. In Persona 4, I don't think using the planters did anything.
There's something worth looking at from here.
Well, you grew plants, but like it didn't like consume your like evening. Oh lord, I knew they were gonna do something because we just sort of like left them for like a whole month, so
The moon is almost perfect.
they're gonna be doing some shit. I know it.
It'll be full in just 3 more days.
It will be too easy to just like, oh yeah, the game is done in November or October. Like, no, that's not how that works. I guess November, yeah.
So it would seem.
I don't think it would be that
I
simple.
have no intention of relinquishing my abilities and living an empty life. To continue existing as we are, or to die powerless.
Girl.
I hear you. I know how important this is to you, Takaya. To us.
I love that they just haven't done anything about getting the girl
We
back.
can't afford to lose it. And besides,
Jin?
Jin?
if the Dark Hour disappears, we might forget everything that happened, won't we?
Oh, is that a thing that could happen?
I'd forget you and Chidori.
I didn't
Things we did
even
together
think
and
about
our time
that.
at the facility.
Like, if the Dark Hour ends, does like everything related to it disappear from people's memories?
That's a fate worse
I think he's just making shit up. I think he's just making up another excuse to not get rid of it.
I couldn't care less if that damned facility got erased from my memory. Having this uncontrollable power forced on us, watching everybody we knew disappear one by one.
Well, it's kind of a fucked up
There's
thing.
just one thing I refuse to forget.
Our friendship.
Back when I was trapped in that living hell, you spoke to me.
This is such an interesting thing because they keep talking about getting this power that they didn't ask for, that was forced upon them. I'm assuming that they were in some sort of facility that was like experimenting persona related things on people. And so wouldn't that make you be so against personas and anything Dark Hour related? Like, wouldn't that make it so that like, oh my god, people are gonna make this stop, so oh my god, yeah, justice for, you know, me, you know?
Thanks to what you said, I learned how to keep myself going.
But weirdly enough, they have this whole thing of like wanting to hold on to it. I wonder if that's like if there's a deeper meaning to that, as like they're holding on to their trauma. They don't want to let go of it, sort of thing.
Your words gave
I
my
wonder
life
if there's
meaning,
something
Takaya.
to that. I guess you can't fully see him. He's over there. I'm like covering him up this whole time. I'm so sorry about that.
If I forget that, I won't have any reason to be alive.
Jeez. But that's a very big if. Like I don't know if y'all will forget
May
about
not be much of a
that.
purpose compared to yours.
But I guess, you know, this is all very like supernatural, so there wouldn't be a way of like, yeah, that's surely happening. Like they don't really know, I guess.
So I can't lose this fight either.
Is that so?
Not even a thank
Well
you.
then, why don't we find out?
Not even a, yeah, I feel the same. No, is that
Will
so?
fate elect to choose them or us?
Definitely me. I'm definitely the chosen one. Yeah. Sorry to say, but I am the chosen one. So sorry about it. There's no school today. It's almost time for the home shopping show. I guess we can watch the shopping show. I don't think we're gonna have time for the last battle. An irritatingly catchy song comes from the speakers. Hello everyone! Welcome to the home shopping show, Tanaka's Amazing Commodities. I'm your host, Tanaka, with a live presentation of my amazing commodities. We'll show you great products at unbeatable prices. So don't touch that dial because you won't want to miss these. Today we're introducing the Become a Samurai set. Now listen up. All you diehard fans of the Sengoku era, put this on and feel just like a noble samurai. First up, we have the Myoho Muramasa. It's so well made. Who would believe it's a replica? Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. But wait, there's more. We'll throw in this Samurai's Howdy. Guess how many? Just one. All of this just for 39,800 yen. It's a limited product available today only. Alright, we'll get it. Although in a week from now, I guess we won't need it because this is the last battle, right? Yeah. Next time we'll be introducing a mystery doll set. Don't miss it. That's it for today. We're all sold out. Sorry, folks. We'll see you next Sunday. Same time, same channel. The shopping program is over. Well then, let's go hang out with Maya, I guess. Innocent Sin online. Sure. Let's spend the day playing online. I'm in Shinagawa Dungeon. I hope Tatsuya gets here soon. Maya's walking nearby. I'm not even complaining today or anything. So rare. But I have to tell Tatsu because he's my MMO partner. I'll be brave. Oh. I'm so lame. I'm blushing for reals. Oh noes. Now I'm starting to get sweaty. Are you talking to yourself? ZOMG, how long have you been there? Maya seems surprised. Sorry, I was kind of spaced out. Maya seems to be embarrassed. I'm kind of interested in someone from school. Okay. No! What do you mean he's kind of a student though? OMG, I said it. None of the male teachers are even in my league, so I gave up looking for BFs at work. I never thought I'd fall for a student. No, I thought she would only complain about work, but not this. That's kind of wild even for me. I don't want to know any of this. What is he like? If she's like, he has blue hair, a bowl cut. Oh no. He's kind of quiet, but real mature and intense looking and hot. I love this one emo face he makes sometimes. Who needs food and water when I got that? Ew! She needs to go to jail. Maya seems happy. Girl, he's one of my own students, actually. Why must I suffer? He lives in a dorm because his parents passed away. Just transferred in this year. Girl. This is us. I hate it. Maybe I can pull some strings to talk to him one-on-one. I am his homeroom teacher. Oh, BTW. You don't need to be jealous. It's just a little crush, okay? Tatsuya is the only game partner for Maya. No worries. I can tell that Maya cares about me. I feel like we're growing closer. I'm never doing this ever again. I'm never playing with Maya ever again. What the fuck? I haven't made my appointment yet, but I'm gonna go to a salon. Juice-kun will be head over heels for me the next time he sees me. Alright, Tatsuya, I gotta go. Let's think positive. And she's probably the cunty teacher too. Why? I decided to log out as well. No, I don't think she's the she might be the cunty teacher. Why? I thought we were just gonna be like online. You know, I thought it was gonna be like an online like fling at most, but like no. Oh, it's you. Only 2 days remain. It's been a long journey, but we're finally here. We're the only ones who can defeat it, so don't let your guard down until the very end. I hate it here. We were just talking about this the other day too, about like how sometimes these games have like these creepy fucking storylines. This will make all the shadows disappear, right? Along with the Dark Hour, Tartarus, and everything else. Well, no, it won't make my dad's sins disappear. Oh, fuck. Mitsuru says we'll probably come across Strega in the next battle. Personally, I hope we do. I'm gonna wreck them for what they did to Shinji. Yeah, they did. They did kill Shinjiro. Well, what would everyone like for their last meal? Is that a... Are we gonna die? Why don't I order a delivery of buffalo wings? Or some victory yaki? Huh, I'm getting ignored. I guess they're too focused to enjoy my jokes. No, they're just ignoring you because your jokes are bad. I've been so busy lately that I haven't been able to visit Chidori. Well, we're almost done. After we kill the last shadow, I'm gonna run straight to the hospital to see her. Oh, Jumps. We already worked at the crops. Are you gonna get a new ability soon, Ken? I was thinking about brewing some coffee right now. I wanted to show you that I can do it properly. He seems serious. He might gain a new ability. Okay, let's do it. Do you have some time right now? Of course. Okay, I'll get started right away. Okay, good.
So, I was hoping you could watch me as I make the coffee.
Why? You can't even reach the counter, by the way. He's so tall. He's so tiny.
Okay, beans are freshly ground and accurately measured. Water is about 90 degrees Celsius.
Why are we doing math?
Now, the pace and angle when pouring the water are really important. All right, here I go.
Okay, good luck.
Pour slowly and quietly in a circular motion.
Please don't burn yourself.
You'll know you're doing it right when it starts smelling really good.
All right. What ability is he gonna get from like brewing coffee?
It's not exactly what you'd get at a cafe, but I think I've improved a lot.
Sure.
There's so much to consider when making coffee. I get why people are so particular about it.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a bit weird to ask at this point, but
What?
when do you feel like drinking coffee the most?
Never. Right after waking up, when I'm taking a break, I don't really drink it much, to be honest.
Oh, are you more of a tea person, like Mitsuru-san?
I guess, yeah.
In all honesty, I never really went out of my way to drink it either.
Then why did you start?
When my mom was still alive,
Oh.
the house used to smell like this every morning.
Oh. Oh, that's sad. Well, no, that's a sweet memory, but like, oh.
Now I realize how often she'd make coffee, even on days she was busy. I
Oh.
saw on TV the other day that smells and memories are linked closely together.
They
The smell
are.
of coffee reminded me of my mom. But in your case, I wonder if it'll remind you of the times we spent here, drinking coffee together.
Aw. It's a possibility.
Well, I better try extra hard when I'm making coffee for you then.
Aw.
It'd be pretty sad if you only remembered my coffee being bitter.
Please.
I feel like I haven't gotten into something like this for a long time. I also think it's helped me practice staying focused. Maybe it's because I've been doing it so diligently.
He really has. He's like, I went to the library, I went to study coffee related things, I bought the best beans. He's like doing the most. Hamada looks so satisfied as he talks about coffee. So he gains a new personality ability thing. Spirit replenish or refresh, I can't read. Automatically recover 5 SP each turn in battle. Okay, that's fierce.
Anyways, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I think I understand the taste of coffee a little better now.
Of course, it's all thanks to me.
Besides, if my mom liked
I'm gonna take
it,
credit.
I'm sure I will too.
Oh, I'm gonna take credit for that for
There's still more
sure.
If you want a refill.
Oh, I'm good. Excellent coffee. Oh,
I've gotten a lot better now, so I hope you'll join me again sometime.
the character,
Next time,
character,
it's gonna be even better than it was today.
the character arc of it all. He went from okay coffee to excellent coffee. All right, I guess this is it, right? Unless it's like there's like another day. Good morning. Oh yeah, okay, it's tomorrow. But do they mean tomorrow as in midnight or tomorrow as in like tomorrow? Tomorrow's the day. What's tomorrow? Did you forget? I'm positive the last shadow will appear tomorrow. Oh no, she didn't take it as a joke. But Strega might be up to something as well. Anyway, please be prepared. Oh no, I was trying to be playful. Because they've been saying this every fucking day. Like, okay guys, 3 days left. Okay, 2 days left. Like, I get it. So I thought I could be like fun and playful, you know? But no, I certainly cannot. But I tried. They found a missing woman. Her answers doesn't make any sense. I'm guessing her memory is fuzzy.
Good to see you.
Avaricious?
What do you want?
I don't know what that means.
How many? Sure. How many? Sure. How many?
Oh, we're selling Aragaki's weapon. Yeah.
All right. I'll take that.
Why would we keep it? It's not like he's around to use it anymore.
I'll take that. How many are you selling? Sure. Sure. It's a deal.
I know that sounds kind of sad,
What'll it be?
but like, you know, why would I keep it? Okay, new weapon for Juicy. Thank you. New weapon for Yukari. Thank you. Junpei doesn't need one. Akihiko doesn't need one. Mitsuru doesn't need one. Ken could use a new weapon.
It's all yours.
Koromaru doesn't need one. Okay, we're good on weapons. Let's see armor.
New things in stock. Check it out.
Yukari could use a new armor.
It's all yours.
Junpei could use new armor.
It's all yours.
Akihiko could also use new armor. I feel like everyone might need new armor actually. Because I feel like I haven't really been buying anything
It's all yours.
in a while. Ken doesn't need it. Koromaru, titanium dog suit. I love that. I love that so much. Plus 20 SP. Hell yeah. What about footwear? Can we afford to give everyone new footwear?
All right then.
The thing is, I never know what team I'm gonna use. So Juicy and Yukari always get something.
All right.
But it's, you know, I never remember.
Everything great. It's all yours.
I don't really focus on one particular team, I guess. So there's just people who end up getting, you know, the short end of the stick, I guess. Alright. It's after school. Our last after school. Before the big moment. Hidetoshi. I don't want to hang out with Hidetoshi. I kind of don't want to hang out with Maiko either. So let's hang out with Miyamoto. He's the track field. You're heading to practice? Well, yes. Let's do it. It's just gonna be a generic little day. Look at you raring to go. Got nothing on me though. Come on, let's run. Come on, give it all you've got. Feel my bond my bond with Miyamoto grew stronger as we spent time together. Our relationship will grow stronger soon. Well, yes. It's about time to leave school. I decided to go back to the dorm. Well, yes.
Tomorrow will finally be our last operation.
Allegedly.
Yeah. We've been through so much over the last half year or so.
Yeah, this is supposed to take place over a full year. So I doubt it would end after half a year.
Don't you think?
But the timings were pretty close to what I remember from Persona 4 with like the big, I guess like a big thing that happens around this time as well. And it's like, oh, is this it? And then, you know, the game, and then play Persona 4, I guess, to find out. Wait, what's the question? We've been through so much over the last year or so, don't you think? Yeah, it was rough. People were killed. Literally, people were killed. Damn, okay. Not I seemed exhausted.
Better than just doing nothing, right?
Well, yes.
We made some new friends.
Made a lot of friends. We got a dog.
Yes, that's true.
We also lost a friend, which I feel like nobody's really...
Every single thing we've done has been for nothing.
That's true.
It's been 2.5 years since I got this power. And it's been worth it.
I feel like they always talk as if it's been so long since Akihiko, Mitsuru, and Shinjiro used to, like, when they got their powers. But I guess it was, like, right before high school, which doesn't make it better. But you would think it was, like, 5 years ago.
Sanada-san.
Arf arf.
Don't forget, we got to meet Koro-chan too.
Well, yes. How could I forget?
2.5 years is a long time, Sanada-senpai.
Koromaru-chan is the highlight of this game.
Oh, wait. It's been even longer for Aigis, hasn't it?
Oh, maybe
I was
so.
in stasis for much of that time, so I haven't been operational for very long.
But she was.
How about you, Kirijo-senpai? You got your start before Sanada-san, right?
She did.
Me? Yes, it was just me at first.
That's wild.
Of course, C's wasn't around back then, and this was just a regular dorm.
Her as a little girl, like all by herself, that must have been wild. That must have been, like, not okay.
Did Chairman recruit you too?
No, he didn't.
It was her dad, right?
I've been aware of the Dark Hour since I was a child. Once, my father's research team was ambushed by shadows while they were investigating Tartarus. When I witnessed the attack, I awakened to my persona.
Damn.
That's what happened?
Apparently, I was the first ever to reliably control my persona.
That's
If
wild.
that never happened, then maybe none of you would be going through this right now.
No, because, like, it's not like you summoned or you gave these powers to every single one of them. It's like the same thing that happened to you happened to all of them.
Someone would have gotten involved eventually. It's not like we could just ignore what the shadows do to people.
Yeah.
I suppose that's true.
Well, I guess some people would. Like, the guys in Strega. They'd be like, I want to keep this power. On the eve of the final shadow, I can feel a quiet passion from my friends. I sense a strong bond with them. Oh yeah, this is like a dead giveaway of like, we're not going anywhere, girl, because we're only rank 6. We're only rank 6, so...
So make sure to rest up tonight.
So there's still plenty of game left. Don't even lie to me. Oh, my box is already here. I feel like that was fast. Oh yeah, let me check if the items I got are any good. They're not. The Sword of Legend is a fake. The anger of being tricked turns into power. That's funny. No, that's funny. The anger of being scammed. Ooh, avaricious ring. A ring that grants the wearer more experience in battle. I guess it's good, but because we only have one accessory slot, I would rather have it dedicated to something that's like more useful, I guess. If that makes sense. What's going on? This is it. I'm going to fight for my mom and Aragaki-san. Y'all, I know I said we were gonna do it today, but I don't think we're gonna have time for that. I don't think we're gonna have time for all of that. So I think what I'm gonna do is on Sunday, I know our Sundays are kind of like a free-for-all, but I was thinking maybe on Sunday we could do this to make it up for the fact that if everything went as previously scheduled, we would have had enough time to do all of it. So we'll do it next time, because I just want to make sure that we have enough time to do it comfortably. And if we were to do it now, I literally only have 23 minutes until there's an ad, and I would hate to like just kind of rush through anything for the sake of like kind of keep it on time with our stream schedule. So I think I'm just gonna start wrapping it up here today. Sorry, the title was a lie. But thank you. I didn't mean to lie to you. Thank you for watching. Check me out on my socials. There's also a link in the chat for my Ko-Fi page if you would like to support. Thank you to those of you who do support me. I already mentioned it earlier, but I would like to say that again. Thank you so much for your continued support on Ko-Fi, here on Twitch, and everywhere. So yeah, I really appreciate you. This Sunday we will be doing an extra Persona 3 Reload day to make it up for the, you know, unexpected early ending of not yesterday's stream, the previous stream. So yeah, have a good one. Let me just quickly check if there's maybe we could go on a little raid. I don't think so. So yeah, have a good one. See you on Sunday. Have a lovely rest of your Friday, a juicy start to your Saturday, and we'll meet again on Sunday. Goodbye.